So our competition, let me give you the info. I'm going to give you 4 questions today. They're kind of picture questions that you're going to have a look at. Now, you have to get all 4 of the questions right to be in a chance with winning. The winner will be picked totally at random, and we'll call the winner just before 5 o'clock today. The competition is called possibly and probably the biggest stash topper-upper a competition on Jewellery Maker you or anyone else has ever seen ever. Competition! Catchy. I know, it's catchy that, isn't it? So, 4 questions. What you have to do is every single hour we're going to be asking you a question, and then it's really important that you do not text in until you are prompted after the final question. So the final question will be coming up for you in the last hour. It's really important you don't text in till then. And what we want you to do at that point is text in with all 4 of the answers, okay? So you'll be using that number later. Do not text in now though, okay? I will have that first question coming up for you in mere moments, but genuinely, have you seen the, let's just have another look. I cannot keep my eyes off this. You get in the portfolio bag as well. Some of this stuff you've never seen before. You've got the bead roller, and look at all this Sculpey clay. We did this the other day, about £13. Just this we did yesterday. It's £12.95 we did it for, didn't we? The bead roller as well. I did that for you yesterday too. Can't remember the price of that, won't lie. Let's have a little look in here. Oh my gosh, you should see me. I was like a kid in a candy shop getting all this out for you. I picked all of this out myself. You've got 2 stamps. You've got one with flowers, one with chickens. You've got 2 different ones of these stencils as well. You have got loads of thread. Look at that thread. Have you seen that? How cool is that? You're also getting threading materials, the hole punch, which we haven't even got in stock at the moment. We haven't even got that in stock at the moment. We've just got one. We found one for you. Look at some of these findings as well. Look at them. Look. You haven't seen all of these before. Look at those. You'll be getting loads of these. Proper selection. Some big ones there. You've got some comfort grip pliers. You've got glitter. You've got memory wire. You've got your jewellery polish as well. All in a portfolio bag. So exciting. Not only is that exciting, but another little exciting thing is the lady I have got with me today for our design inspiration. She has got some truly eye-catching but wearable pieces today. She's an absolute dream. It is, of course, Deb Roach. How are you, Deb?
I'm good, thanks, Becky. You?
Why were you laughing when I said dream?
Absolute dream.
Absolute
in a dream.
Tell us what we're going to expect from your first design today.
First design, I think we're doing scales first.
Lush.
So there's going to be some stamping, manipulating the scales, and lots of jingle and noise.
Oh, I love a good jingle.
Yeah.
Joe. Jingle bells. Do you know what I love about the song Jingle Bells? I can play that on pretty much every instrument.
Can you?
Yeah, not the violin. Well, every other that I can think of. Okay, like, no, I'm getting myself in trouble
accordion?
now. The oboe, the accordion. Okay, out of the instruments that I personally can play, I can play
What's
Jingle
that, the
Bells.
recorder?
Hey, I'm grade 5 in the recorder, Deb.
Are you?
Yeah, kid you not.
Oh,
Anyway, what
bow
do you
down
expect
to your
from
greatness.
what will we expect for your second design today?
Oh, it's aluminium. More using the alphabet stamps, but as a texture rather than letters, and dye, and I loved it. And I'm still blue.
Don't worry, we'll brighten you up today. Okay, we're going to have the question coming up for you in a little bit, but first off, let's give you some treats. Let's give some treats in first. Let's give you the chance to get your hands on some goodies. On my right-hand side, to the right, to the right. Are we starting off like with this? I told you that we are going to have some stunning strands for you today. This is one of the most varied coloured strand of sapphire drops I have ever seen. Please take a look at it for me. I love that we're starting off with this. Designer inspiration, taking it to another level every day. I don't know what that voice was. How bizarre. Say that to me again, Pippi Longstockings. Just to let you know, you can enter the competition later on the JewelleryMaker.com as well. You know, just type it into the box. We'll let you know all of that later on when we've got the thing. We've just had a message in about it, but you can do that. If you want to text in a question, any questions today, go ahead. 60777 JM Studio. Now, the variety of colour in this sapphire, for me, is what makes this so beautiful. Sapphire, as we know, we've been telling you for a while now, it's absolutely shocking how rare this gemstone has relatively recently become. Of course, it's always been rare. That's the nature of a genuine gemstone. Of course, they're rare anyway. But sapphire, the amount and the yields that we've actually been pulling out of the ground has diminished so dramatically. It comes at a total shock, I've got to admit. It truly, truly has. Especially the variety of colour that we've got here, the mixture of colours. We're still finding quite a decent amount of your blues and some of your pinks as well, which is great because they're some of the most popular. But the greens and the yellows, hints of which we've got in this strand, we're finding so much harder to get our hands on. Do you know what this strand makes me think of? It makes me think Dior. Have you seen that new Dior range? I think it's Cher Dior, the new range is called, like C-H-E-R Dior is the new range. And they are working with, in this range, just the brightest, most mixtures of coloured high-end gemstones that you've possibly ever seen. In one of their pieces within that collection, it's purely just multicoloured sapphire. It's like what you've got here. Dior have said that they wanted to put all of these together just to kind of explore the delight and kind of the interest that one gemstone but a mixture of colours could bring to you. And I think that's definitely what this strand is offering, isn't it? This is totally natural as well. Now we know, especially with gemstones like this, when we're looking at natural gemstones, a lot of the time the price can be higher, can't it? You know, we were saying it this morning as well, actually, weren't we, when we were talking about the turquoise that they had on this morning's show. When things have got things such as fillings or, you know, major treatments to them in a sense, then we're able to give you lower prices, obviously. But this is totally natural. I'm still going to do you a cracking deal on it though. Your price is just £34.95. I'll be totally honest with you. If you take yourself out of the Jewellery Maker family just for a moment, just step outside the Jewellery Maker family for one moment, maybe cast your mind back 5-6 years when you didn't realise possibly you could even purchase sapphire that you could then make things with, let alone at these prices. Cast your mind back to that point. Genuinely, if someone was to say to you at that point in the street, 85 carats worth of sapphire, how much would you think? I'll be honest with you, I'll be totally honest. I'd definitely be saying triple figures, possibly even 4. Now that might sound a little bit naive, but if someone said to me 85 carats worth of totally natural sapphire, I'd have definitely been thinking near to the four figure. What would you think, Deb?
Sapphire, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's not a little tiny amount.
No.
85 carats is a lot of sapphire.
Yeah.
So yeah, £1,000.
Yeah.
You wouldn't faint at that because it's 85 carats.
Yes.
So.
And I think it is quite easy sometimes, isn't it, to, when we're seeing these great deals with this channel all the time, it's quite easy to forget actually what you might have expected, you know, back before you found us. If you imagine each one of these as an individual pendant, let's do that. Although the two at the end you could still do as a pendant, but they're so similar in colour and size, I might do earrings. So we'll say a pair of earrings and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pendants. How much are you going to be looking at for 13 pendants? Let's make them all pendants, shall we? Let's do 15 pendants. How much are you looking at selling an individual pendant for? Say you did a little bit of a wire wrap bail on these and you actually just sold them as pendants. Maybe you gave the option on your stall, or if you sell your pieces, to put it on chain, or if you wanted it on cord. Let's just focus on the price of the pendants. I would be expecting to pay, minimum, genuinely minimum, for a genuine sapphire, even if it's sort of you know, mates rates, let's say, £20 per one. Well, do you think that's over the top?
No. I was going to say 20. Yeah, just for the pendant.
Just for the pendant?
Yeah.
Just for the pendant wrapped, yeah. So let's say that would be, let's say £20 each. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and that's after 5, obviously. So 5, you've got £200, £250 worth you could make on this. But they're not actually working out at £20 per one, are they? They're working out...
sizes, you'd charge more for the bigger.
£2.33 per one. Charge for the bigger.
You'd charge more for the bigger, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So £2.33 it's actually working out at per one. And look at the size on these. These are massive, all the way to 18 by 14 mil. If I just give you kind of a size comparison, oh, I actually really like that as a drop ring. Isn't that beautiful? But that's the size. That is not a wallflower, is it? That centre one, definitely not. But then you have still got the delicates at the end as well. £34.95. Hello everyone. There's lots of people getting their hands on this today. FJGZ63 is the code on this. I have got so many of these goodies for you to get your hands on. I'm going to have to move on, but stay exactly where you are on the phone lines for me. One hit wonders I'm into now. Oh wowzers. Oh wowzers. One hit wonders I'm into now. Deb. Number one hit wonder song.
Oh.
It's quite tricky that, isn't it? Bohemian Rhapsody, director Ben. Who was that even by? Queen. Oh yeah, one hit wonder, that one. Do you remember them? Do you remember Queen? One hit wonder band.
Yeah, they weren't around for long, were they?
The Queen? No. No, they weren't. Who?
I don't know. One hit wonder.
Gina G. Oh, where? What did she do? I know. What about the Ketchup song? Who did that? Hey, ha, what? Oh yeah, Less Ketchup. Do you remember them? That's what they were called. Amazing. Anyway, we're not about the singers today. We're about the one-hit wonder gemstones. This means you've only seen them once on your screens before. So if you didn't manage to get them the first time, now is your chance. But because they are one-hit wonders, I have got for some of these really low quantity. So if you love them, you're going to have to be quick. And if you love this one, I'm on board with you. Have a little look. Black Spinel. Graduated faceted pairs. Now I've got to show you more of this, I really do. Because they're black, because of that gorgeous luster, just under these lights, it can be quite tricky to get an idea of the shape. So let's just focus on one at a time, shall we? Let's have a look at this one. So you've got that beautiful checkerboard faceting on the front of this one here. But then look, as I turn it, you've got the culée there, the culée, which is the center point. And then look at the back, totally different faceting. You've got these elongated rectangular shaped facets on the back. I'd love that prong set. I would adore that prong set. So can you see there, the one that's laying down, that's kind of the front of it. You've got 100 carats worth here of this, and actually I've got to say both sides give me a totally different feel and a completely different look. If I just do one side on my hand and then we'll flip it and see what kind of effect you get. Let's have a little look at this. Oh, I love. So what does that make you think of? I'm thinking dinner. I'm thinking dinner out, maybe a candlelight dinner, kind of. Little black dress, don't forget we've got the little black dress show on the 24th. But then as I flip it, let's have a look at the back. That's giving me a completely different feel now. Totally. Isn't it? That's, it's more subdued in the sense that the light has to hit it just right to get a flash. But then when the flash does hit, because the actual facets are larger, because they're elongated, it gives you more of an effect. So this to me is more of a ball gown side.
See, I think that's more sort of rock chip. funky type.
Oh yeah,
spiky sort of look.
Oh,
about
if you
it.
did this with a bit of like some steampunk mixed metals, you
Yeah.
could totally jazz this up. You really could. It is your beautiful black spinel. You've got 100 carats worth of these faceted pears. Your price? £10.95. Wait. I will not lie to you. I never do. I was so excited ruffling through the cupboard today and getting all of the goodies for this competition. I didn't really look at much in our pre-production meeting at all. So I did not realise that these were £10.95, because look at the quality of them. Look at the work that's gone into these. This is a neck piece. For me, £10.95 for Spinel anyway is absolutely mind-boggling. But to be able to get it with so much work gone into this, it's not the same each side. There's two totally different techniques that have had to take place on this, two completely different ones, to get almost this star flash from the culet all the way around, and then on this side for that beautiful checkerboard, that mesmerising, spellbinding sparkle that you've got here. It's not just the work's gone in the same each side. You know, work's had to go into this and attention's had to be paid to give the two different directions and the completely two different looks to this beautiful, desirable gemstone. UBRU13, you've only seen it once before. I'm absolutely shocked we had any left, especially when I can see the people who are getting their hands on this today. There's loads of you. This might well be a one-hit wonder for today, because you're going to have to be quick to get your hands on this. Look at that. This is kind of elegant beauty, isn't it? It's kind of, it's a little bit, it's not too in your face. It's kind of relaxed. It's just natural elegance. It's just almost understated actually on this side, isn't it? When you look at it on this side, almost understated. But then, when I flip it, pow, sparkle, intense, high shine. £10.95 for you today. You'll have to be quick for me. Say that to me again, Pip, sorry. Pardon? No. Lush. Other side, other side. Ooh. Look at these. We're going to do you a really good price on these. Hey, hey. Have a look. These are your prehnite graduated wheels. They are from, pardon?
Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. The light catching that one.
Stunning, isn't it?
It's amazing.
It's got gorgeous internal glow in these, hasn't it?
Wow.
This is the gemstone that they used to believe you could only mine at night because it glowed in night and then in the day it was invisible. And you can see when you're looking at this glow why they would think that. You really can, can't you?
Yeah.
90 carats worth of this moss prehnite today. There's beautiful graduation on this. I do adore working with the wheels because they just give a little bit of an interesting look, but you can also use them as buttons. I'd love to use a pair of cufflinks. I think that's a great idea. If I do show sure myself. Your price today is a bit great as well. Here it is. £7.95 for you. That is phenomenal, isn't it? That is absolutely wonderful. Tell you what, whilst everyone's coming in for this, should we get the competition up? Stay where you are on the phones. You know how beautiful that is. If you've only just tuned in, do not worry, you've not missed any questions yet. You've got the chance to win a portfolio bag that has stuffed full with goodies. There's cords, there's clays, there's glitters, there's products you've never seen before. There's metals in there that actually look so high shine, I'm questioning whether or not they are 925, some of them. You've got a hole punch which you don't even have in stock at the moment. You've got all of these cords, you've got stampers, you've got stencils, you have got memory wire, you've got polishes in here, anything you could possibly ask for, and it's all coming in the portfolio bag. All you have to do is answer 4 questions. This is our competition of the day. It's possibly and probably the biggest dash topper upper competition on Jewellery Maker you or anyone else has ever seen ever competition. And all you have to do is answer these 4 questions. Now, we're going to show you one in a moment. It's a picture clue. You have to work out the name of something, but just write down the answer. Do not text or messages in yet. You have to wait for all 4. Can you guess what my favourite film is from this? Oh, there are some confused faces. So, where you've got the lips at the end, there is a little gap there. So it is 2 words. So the first 2 pictures go for 1 word, and then the last picture goes for another word. This is my favourite film. Oh my goodness. Boys, I've never seen you looking so confused. Look at them. Anyone got any ideas? Don't say if you know what it is. Deb, do you have a clue?
No.
Oh, you sure? Really? Some people at home will. I hope. So, come on. I've crossed out a letter on that second one you'll be able to see.
That.
Yeah, you see that one.
Yeah.
And then, so the last one actually works on 2 levels, which is rather good. Have you got it? Glenn's got it. Then Pete lit up when he knew. You get it? Well done, Glenn. So that is your first one. If you can work out what the answer is to that, what my favourite film is, then you're 1 step closer to getting your hands on this cracking prize today. If you aren't sure, don't worry, we will recount nearer to the end. But if you are still sure, you step close. If you're going to get your hands on this today, you're getting yourself a treat anyway for £7.95. This is so beautiful. Right, let me bring to you another one-hit wonder on this side. What number? I've not got a number 17 on this side, love. Goes up to 12. Dance interlude whilst we work out what's coming next. Eh? Hang on. Box number 4 on your normal side. Oh my goodness, look. This has got so much internal interest. Take a look for me, because it's got a beautiful clarity to it, but there are some really gorgeous sort of internal effects. The internal effects you've got here, there's almost like little glittery bits in there, little glittery balls, little effects in there. This is so, it's really, really clear, isn't it? But when you get really close into it, you can see it almost looks metallic internally in some of these. It's really beautiful. You know rutilated quartz, like rutile quartz, and you get the Venus hair in there sometimes. Some of this topaz has got little bits of that in, which I just think adds to it. Because you've got the blue sky and then this almost sunshine Venus hair effect actually in here, which I think is really beautiful. Wouldn't these go great with those wheels we had on before? Blue and green together, that'd be fab, wouldn't it? 85 carats worth here of your topaz. Now we all know topaz, I'm sure. Topaz is one of those that's kind of in the public consciousness, isn't it? And for that reason, it's described as one of the big gemstones. Obviously it's not one of the big 4, but it's one of the big gemstones. And I think that's because a lot of people know the expense of it. A lot of people know the history behind it. And a lot of people know how versatile this is to work with. But also how exclusive this gemstone is, and it truly is topaz. We don't even have topaz on that often, do we? It's not one that you'll see every show or necessarily every week. This is a really beautiful example of that sky blue topaz, because look at the depth of colour that you've got in here. That depth of hue is just sensational. 85 carats worth of this. It is one of your luxurious gemstones. It is one of your high-end pieces, and today it can be yours for just... This is another one of those prices, $14.95. This is another one of those prices that I would not have imagined years ago you would be able to purchase for this price. What do you think of doing with these, Deborah?
I love them because they're all like drops of water. and I'm always attracted to that. But I think I'd like them moving in a big long tassely pendant.
Like that idea a lot.
Big long chain.
Because it has got a really beautiful sort of internal brilliance, really, almost, hasn't it? And I think adding movement to these, you're definitely going to get a feel for that. Catch it.
Catch the
What
light.
metals would you think of putting with these?
Well, rose gold would work really nicely with those tones, but silver. But then you could go for sort of some of the black wires, or some of the deeper tones, or maybe the turquoise that would bring out the colour a bit.
I think that's a really nice idea.
Just as a contrast.
Because it has got a really beautiful clarity to it. Whatever you threaded through, you could actually affect the way the gemstone looks.
Yeah.
Which is what's wonderful. Look at that, it's glowing, isn't it? £14.95 for you today. Let's squeeze in another one before the break, shall we? I can't actually believe I'm about to bring this to you. I'll be totally honest with you. This is going to have £35 off, possibly a little bit more. You have got 4 massive gemstones in here. Now, recently, I've done a few sapphire bundles for you. I've done a few of kind of, you know, the big 3, maybe the big 4. For me, I actually find this bundle more interesting than those large, you know, mixture, the kind of the staple ones, because in here you've got some that people will know and you've got some that people might not know, which means that when you're working with them together, you can open dialogue in 2 ways. People will see some of these and go, I know exactly what that is. But then people might look at, say, the kyanite I'm about to show you, and then the dialogue's going to be open there to chat and possibly to make yourself a sale. Emerald, spinel, topaz and kyanite you've got in here today, and these truly are bells of the balls, especially when I tell you something special. Do you remember a few moments ago I was talking about that sapphire and how it's totally rare to have big gemstones like that are completely natural? This whole bundle is natural. Natural emerald you've got to start off with. Do you know how hard it is to get your hands on natural emerald? No fillers, no resin in here, no glass in here, no heat on this at all. All of that's fine, they're all, you know, completely accepted. But to be able to get your hands on the natural emerald is truly difficult, because essentially the way in which emerald grows, a lot of the time there can be these, if you imagine them like hairline fractures, I always say, but obviously microscopic. That's how emerald kind of grows, and that happens by Mother Nature. Of course, Mother Nature, as with anything, can't get everything absolutely perfect and fitting together every single time. It's not, it's Mother Nature. It's not a science in a sense. It's Mother Nature, and that's not necessarily how she works with certain gemstones, including emerald. So a lot of the time you can get these really, really minute fractures within there, which have to be filled, because otherwise we won't be able to bring them to you. We would strand them, you'd get them home and they'd crack. And you know that we offer you, you know, quality as well as great prices. But this hasn't had any of that. This is totally natural. This has gone through all of the tests. It's been under microscopes, it's been to labs, it's been certified. This is totally natural emerald for you today. So already you need to have your focus in mind on that. You're looking around the £50 mark. Already you're looking for this. Around the £40, £50 mark, even at our prices. Especially for the amount you're getting as well, 25 carats worth of these. And they're not all diddy, some of them are 4x2 as well. You've then got one of the rarest gemstones in the world. I remember when we've been selling this to you, I'm pretty sure this was 45-ish pounds when we've sold this to you recently. It's your pink spinel. One of the rarest colours you could possibly even ask for. It has got this beautiful saturation which runs throughout each gemstone. The symmetry in this gemstone is exceptional when you're looking at the hue and the saturation and the tone as well of each of these gemstones. what we do to get this, now you already know how much work we put into our gemstones and how much work we do at, you know, just getting our hands on them, bringing you quality that's ethically sourced and everything else that goes on top of that. But then you have to put in the extra work and extra thought into your mind that we have to actually sit there and work out exactly which tones will go together, exactly which hue has got the symmetry to it, exactly which depth has got a likeness to each other before we strand it like this. This is a connoisseur strand right here for you. If you're a connoisseur, or if you are a jewellery maker who's really into your gemstones, you'll know already the rarity that goes behind Spinel. You'll know already that Spinel is regularly, especially in the past, confused with ruby. But now, in fact, it's possibly, you know, even rarer and possibly more sought after because it is such a connoisseur piece. This is a Gems of Distinction collector's choice strand that we've got here, and it's natural. You've also got in here, oh, this is so pretty. This is your kyanite. Do you know how difficult it is to cut kyanite? I'm sure a lot of you do, but for those who don't, kyanite is brought to us by Mother Nature in lots and lots and lots of tiny microscopic layers. That's basically how it's created by Mother Nature. You've got to think all these tiny, tiny, tiny layers. Now there's a point in those layers that's known as a cleavage. This is a perfect cleavage. And essentially what happens is when you try and shape these or facet them, if you even touch that weak point, that cleavage, which is kind of, think of a chain, it's kind of the weakest link in a chain. If you even brush against that, the whole piece is ruined. And I don't mean tiny pieces like this. I mean you can get huge rocks of it, huge amounts, hit it in the wrong place, it's gone. It cannot be restored. It's so difficult to work with that, in fact, it's only within realistically very recent years that we've been able to facet kyanite. We have taken kyanite all over the world. It has been to all of top lapidarists, and all they could do for, I'm talking many, 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 many years, was actually create cabs with it. You could create cabs, they'd be plain, there would be zero faceting on there. It's literally due to technology and the work of lapidarists and the evolution of science and you know, the work that's gone into researching this gem that we've been able to facet it in really recent years. So the fact you've got all of these faceted on a lengthy strand is spectacular. Especially when you think of the carat weight you've got on here, which is 40 carats. And then, my topaz. This is your white topaz. Wow. Eye clear. Beautiful internal brilliance. It's got this fire inside it. The light as it bounces and enters within here is just mesmerizing. Not only is this gemstone so spectacular in its own right, but I actually think due to the shape and the faceting and the work done on this, and because of that beautiful eye clear effect, I think it's safe to say that no matter what piece you're creating, this could definitely have a way in there. It's going to be a chameleon. It's going to tie your pieces together. You've got your beautiful eye clear topaz. You've got your ever so elegant, synonymous with royalty emerald. You've got your exclusive strand of your kyanite, faceted to perfection. And then you've got one of the rarest gemstones, a connoisseur's choice, in your pink Spinel. These four strands together, in your mind, what are you thinking? If you're thinking around the £200 mark, A lot of people are going to be on board with you. A lot of people, even at our prices. The fact of the matter is, the price I'm about to show you, we're taking into account any discounts that have been put on these recently. So we're not necessarily doing these at the original prices that we've brought them to you, because I've already said to you, you know, I know that I've done this Spinel before around the £45 mark. When I'm looking at totally natural emeralds, I know I'm looking around the £40, £50 mark generally as well, especially for this size and this beautiful quality. Kyanite, I can't even think of a time that I have done that carat weight for this beautiful effect. And your white topaz as well, 95 carats worth. The price of these, taking into account discounts, today to buy them separately should be £129.80. That to me is a bargain and a half, because realistically I'd be happy to pay that price for 3 of these strands easily. Even knowing our prices, I'd be chuffed to pay that for 3 strands. If someone brought in a price actually on these that said they should be, you know, £160, but today you're getting them for £129, I would be on the phone. I would think that's a bargain. That to me would be like buy 3 strands, get 1 free. I'm gonna make it more like buy 2, get 2 free today. I'm gonna go under £100 with this. You're gonna be getting at least £35 saving. Your price today, on the nose, £90. I'd be happy to pay that for the Spinel and for the emerald. I would be really totally chuffed to pay that for those 2 strands. For me, it's like you're getting these 2 for nothing. Kyanite and topaz, 40 carats of the kyanite, 95 of the topaz. That's what it feels like to me. That is a cracking saving for you today. That's a saving of sorry, I'm getting my maths head on now. It's going to be worth the wait. £39.80, so 40 quid essentially. £39.80 saving on this. So you are getting a strand free. At least a strand. At least. Oh my gosh, please do that. Right, stop, stop. Hold the phone. No, don't hold the phone. Stay where you are. What do you mean you might? Well, that's funny, because I had to fight you for that £90 before. I had to fight you for that. £85. Okay. Now, that's your chance to buy. You're saving pretty much £45 on this today. I'll tell you the truth. When we were upstairs with Pip before, he said, I'm going to take it to 95. And I was like, 95's good, but if we could do a tiny bit more, can we? He was like, oh, I don't know, I think 95 will be good. And I was like, go on, just a little fiver off. And he was like, okay, I'll do 90. Now, 85. You're getting yourself possibly one of the biggest deals on high-end exclusive gemstones of the day. Emerald, Spinel, topaz and kyanite for £85. So what's that working out per strand? £21.25. What's my price on the pink Spinel generally?
Sure, that was 45.
I'm sure it's 45. I am. I'm sure it is.
I remember it because it's such an even colour all the way through.
Yeah, it is. The tone, the hue, the saturation.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
20. Pardon? 21 pounds 25. Did you say 25 pounds 25 per one for this? It's it was. It's like £45 when we took it initially.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But you're getting this strand for half price then. Better than half price. All of these are natural as well. Please remember that. Every single one of these is natural, which again is heightening your price. The emerald, you know I said to you, when you're looking at emerald of this quality, you're looking at the £40–50 mark with us. Bang on. Because it's now on our website, £47.95. £47.95 for this. Today, you're getting it for £21.25.
And again, look at the colour saturation on that strand.
It's exceptional. And you've got clarity as well.
You've got
clarity too. You have got clarity. It's tricky to see, but you have.
Yeah.
You have, when you get it to your eye, you definitely. No, it's not milky. There's not loads of inclusions.
No.
There's not, you know, it's not opaque. There's transparency to this. So this is normally £47.95. So for £48, round it by 5p, which means that you're saving. Well, we're giving that to you for like 2/3 off almost, isn't it? The discounts you're making on these today are spectacular, and there's loads of you getting your hands on this deal because, do you know what? Not only is it beautiful, not only is it a stunning collection, it's high-end, but also they actually work really well together. They
work brilliantly
because
together.
Because the shape and the size.
Yeah, they do.
Don't they?
I'm standing here thinking that I'd make a one necklace with all of them in because they work amazingly well.
They look fab, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're all similar sizes.
Yeah.
They're all similar shapes. Hello, Nottingham. Hello, Essex, Hampshire, Devon. Loads of people. I can't go through all of these places, to be honest. £85 for these. The saving you're making is phenomenal. But do you know what? Even more than that, the quality of these genuine gemstones you're getting is spectacular as well. RCGC10 bells of the ball. Make them the bells of your collection today for just £85. So spectacular. I'm gonna have to go to a break because the phone lines have gone so loopy. So many people have got it in their baskets. We're gonna take this to a break right now, but join me after the break because I've got Deb Rudge's designer inspiration, and you're gonna have the second question coming up to get your hands on this mad portfolio. Stay exactly where you are because you're getting a deal and you're getting quality as well. I will see you after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker on the 27th and 28th of May for our mega clearance hours. Don't miss out on amazing deals, end-of-line offers, last in stock and some crazy low prices. Our clearance hours are from 11 to 12 p.m, 4 to 5 p.m and 7 to 8 p.m. Everything must go, miss it and you'll miss out. Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better. Once upon a time, Lucy and Linda were feeling glum. They decided they needed to cheer each other up. They tried a cup of tea, but that didn't work. They tried chocolate, but that didn't work either. So they tried wine, and that did work. Temporarily, of course. But then they ran out. They decided that dressing up and feeling special would do just the trick. They felt like supermodels. Check you two out. But wait, you don't have any jewellery on. And we all know that a special piece of jewellery makes an outfit. So tune into Jewellery Maker, where we'll be designing jewellery that will go with that little black dress. The LBD show, only on Jewellery Maker. Oh girls, what a mess.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Designer Inspirations. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Becky, and in mere mementos, mementos, are they sweets? That's Mentos. In a minute, we're going to be heading over to the ever so lovely Deb Rudge. How are you, Deb?
I'm good. Yes.
So for anyone who's just tuned in, what are we expecting from your first designer inspiration?
We've got scales today, and some stamping. So it's something a bit different to what I've done before with the scales, and had great fun with them.
Gorgeous.
And they're quite elegant designs, I think, today.
They are really beautiful. I think they're quite wearable, but they're quite dramatic as well, aren't they, actually? What was your inspiration with this?
Well, I was wanting to combine the silver and the gold colours, so and also a matte finish with a high shine finish, and just come up with a design that showed off the scales really well. But I also wanted to put in some little messages into sort of a charm type necklace. So that's the two big pieces that we've got there.
Honestly, you're going to absolutely adore these pieces that she's created. Even if perhaps the kind of scales isn't normally your thing, I think what we're offering you today is a way to use them in a really wearable, really beautiful and elegant way. I truly, truly do. Take a little look if you want. Do you see what I mean? These are really elegant, aren't they? Sometimes when we think of scales, you might think of the more sculptural pieces, perhaps the more kind of dramatic pieces that you might wear on 1 or 2 occasions, but they're not the type of pieces that you'll wear daily or that often. They're not the type of things that maybe will come out of the cupboard every day. They're the types of things that might come out once a year. But I think with this, we're just proving to you that beautiful scales can be so elegant and wearable as well. You've got the chance to get your hands on the kit to make up all these goodies, and honestly, what a variety we've got in here for you. Let's start off with the essential scales, shall we? So you have got here your large scales in 2 different colourways. So you've got 50 of the frost. Now the frost is, as you can see, the silver tone that's got funnily enough, almost a frosting on them. They're not as high shine as you maybe would get with our usual aluminium scales. It's got this beautiful neutral effect to them, which is one of the reasons, again, it's so wearable. And then you've got the same in this tone here, which is almost that old gold effect, isn't it? Kind of got a bit of a vintage feel to these if you paired them with the right thing, wouldn't they? So you've got 100 of the scales in total. You've then got findings galore. 2 findings pack. Now, how did you manage to get your hands on 2 of these?
I just said, oh, put 2 in.
Did you?
2. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Put 2 in. You've got 2 of the findings packs in the gold. They're the same findings packs. They're these beautiful ones that we've had on relatively recently that have got these types of details, that beautiful brushed heart toggle clasp. You've also got those head pins in there, the really fine featherweight ones. And am I right in thinking you've got the, yes you have. You've got the you've got that wrapped chain in here, haven't you?
The Figaro.
Is it the Figaro chain?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I thought it was. It is the Figaro chain you're getting in here. When we say Figaro, what we mean is you've got the larger links and then you've got the smaller ones holding those together as well. So it's these findings pack that you have in the gold-plated copper, gold-plated precious metal on top. It's just truly wonderful. And don't forget, those come as well within the bag, the organza bags. You've got, as well as all of this, look at these. These are really high end. These are the little charms. They're classed as charms, but they're also classed as spacers as well. I've got the button effects ones as well, you know, the ones with the 2 holes, which I just think are absolutely fab, again, for cufflinks, or just to zhuzh up something that you might already own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're good for zhuzhing.
I love a good zhuzh. Have a little look at these textured zhuzhes. These, you've got so many different shapes in here. So the ones you're currently looking at are your teardrop shapes. Do you know what I love doing with these? Let me show you. Look at that. Yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
Isn't that just adorable? I can't hold them together.
They're also a bit like little angel wings and
You're so right.
or bird wings.
You're completely true. You could do a little butterfly actually with those, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Idea. You've also got the leaf-like shapes that we have here. All of these, of course, have got that texture, and it's important to point out that the texture, the smooth texture, is actually raised. It might look indented, but it is actually raised there, which is great because it means that the high shine catches the light even more than if it were indented. These are the button ones that I was describing to you earlier on with the 2 holes. My zhuzhy ones. As well as that, you've got the squares as well. Oh, come here, you. Oh. Come on, tweezers. Tell you what, it's not tweezy, this. Cover up uselessness with a naff joke. That's the Becky way. These are your squares that you have here with that centre hole in them. We've seen these used to create a really funky looking flower actually. And then you've got the curved ones as well. So these are the circles with the centre hole, but then you've got that twist in there, that curve that's just beautiful. It really catches the light. There's that domed effect, almost concave, really pretty. So you're getting all of those as well within this. And lastly, but by no means leastly, you're going to be getting gemstones.
They're lovely, aren't they?
These are beautiful, so tactile. I just want to squeeze them. They're so cooling against the skin. They've got that gorgeous submetallic luster, which, to be honest, for me, this gemstone, your beautiful pyrite, does unlike any other. You've got 230 carats worth of these top drilled drops. They are exquisite, aren't they? And actually, when we're looking at the charms, they mimic the shape of that teardrop and that leaf shape just so beautifully. That's tying them together instantly without any work having to be done, realistically. The pyrite itself, sometimes known as fool's gold, and it's got just such a coolness against the skin. The thing I love about pyrite is as soon as it's against your skin, you know you've got it on. The weight's there, and weight we know, it makes you think high end, doesn't it, a lot of the time. But then it's so cooling and refreshing as well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful gemstone to wear. So you've got your pyrites, you've got all these wonderful charms as well. You've got your scales in 2 different colourways, and you've got your findings packs as well. Packs, plural, you have of these too. Because Deb's cheeky.
There were masses left over.
Was there?
Yeah.
Fab.
Yeah.
And you've got your pyrite, sometimes known as fool's gold. You'd be a fool not to get this today. Your price should be £41.74. Now remember, that's for if you were to purchase all of these individually. That takes into account any discounts that we might have on these at the moment. However, that today is your discount code. That discount code up there, NPGC34, is only available until 9 o'clock. And that means you're going to be getting all of this for just £32.95. This is an exceptional deal for you today. And do you know what I love about it as well? I was talking to Deb before. She was saying that even if you've never worked with scales before, this is something you can do even if you are new to it. But also if you've been doing it for a while, it might be another direction for you to go in, maybe away from the beautiful sculptural pieces you have been doing with this in the past. £32.95. Let's work this out as individual bits and bobs, shall we? Pip, you ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Let's do the charms. So how many of the charms do I get? Is it 20? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 you get. 25 of the charms, is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. So let's do the 25 charms together, and then let's do the aluminium scale mails as one set. Let's do 2 findings pack as a set as well, and then your pyrite. So what are we looking at there? that price divided by 3. Yeah. What would that be? No way. So you're going to be getting, that would be £10 something, £10.98. So you'd be getting 2 findings pack, which we know already are £7.95 each. We know that, for just over a tenner. You're getting those beautiful charms, 25 of those gorgeous. Look at them. Look at the high shine on these. These beautiful, really high elegance plated charms that you've got here. And then you'll be getting your scales with that stunning strand of pyrite for another tenner.
When you break it down like that, it really jumps out at you.
It really does, doesn't it?
How much you've actually got there. And I mean, I barely touched one of the findings packs at all. I used all of the jump rings, but I mean, I've got the majority of the findings pack left, and one that's only had the jump rings taken out of it. Wow. So it goes a massively long way.
It goes such
also,
a
the
long
scales,
way.
I've got loads of scales left as well. So if I wanted to, I've got enough scales left to be able to do a big dramatic piece alongside the everyday wear as well. But I thought, because I'd done the huge collar before with the scales, I just wanted to do something that was a lot more restrained.
It's restrained, but it's not restrained in an understated way. It's restrained in a wearable way. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
it truly is. I just love the variety you've got here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing with the scales that you can really achieve is you can achieve something. You could use them in gents' jewellery just as easily as in a lady's piece. I mean, the piece right on the end, the leather one, if you actually take the gemstone and the flower off at the bottom, that's a gents' piece of jewellery right there, and it's one scale and a piece of leather.
That's fab, isn't it?
But it's really fantastic to see that the shape is a really strong shape.
It really is, isn't it?
And that's why it works. And then add in the textures. It's almost like a name tag type shape in a way.
It is actually, you're right. And speaking of name tag, I love that you have got writing on these. You have written on them, Winter Blue Sky, one says. Another one says Bird Song.
And
Summer Rain.
Yeah. Oh, and Love is on the one
and Love
up
as
on the
well.
side. So I thought, because the kit we called Scales of Beauty, I thought I'd just make some notes about things that I think are beautiful.
Bird
and
Song
I think,
there.
You know, there's nothing more beautiful than a winter blue sky.
Yeah.
It's just so clear and crisp and beautiful.
So, it truly is.
And I've added in on that piece some of the jump rings near to the bottom where the tassel starts, so that you can then add in more scales. So if you're sort of out for a walk and something strikes you as being particularly beautiful, you can come back, stamp it up and add it into your necklace, so it's there.
That's wonderful.
It's there with you all the time when you're wearing it.
That's so beautiful. I love when there's so much thought that has gone onto these. I think it's so stunning. So where are we going to be starting with this? Okay,
we're going to look at this one here.
Okay.
Because I think, again, that's a really different way of using the scales.
Yeah.
And it shows that if you allow them to have space around them, they become something different, rather than, you know, laying them over each other and building a big, heavy-looking piece. It's got air and light around it.
It's definitely got air and light, and I love as well how you've made some of these high shine.
That's dead easy. You peel off the thing on the front of the scale.
That is so clever. It's like you're getting like a double whammy. Can you see how this one's still the frosted, but then this one she's actually taken off.
It's just a protective layer.
Oh, look! No way!
Yeah, yeah. So you'll get them home and you'll think, oh, they're all scratched and they're not high gloss, and
you can just take that off. That's fab, isn't it?
You peel it off.
I adore
this. So it's
So we're going to be starting with this piece. Whereabouts are we going with this?
Okay, so to start with, you have to just make up your components.
Okay.
So it's quite a repetitive piece, and I'll show you how to make each of the components and then how to bring them all together. You see, if you just put that on a chain, or shorten it even and put it on a chain, that's quite a simple, elegant look.
Yeah.
Make fab earrings, wouldn't it?
Oh, they'd be amazing. yeah, night out earrings.
I should have done that.
Definitely.
So what we're going to do is make up, I think it's 5, is it? 5 full lengths and a couple of short ones.
So you've got 5 for the full and then 2 of the little ones.
Yeah. And also I've contrasted the silver and the gold colour in both of the different rows so that it mixes it all up. It's not then a row of silver and a row of gold.
And again, that just plays with the light beautifully.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Really does.
Okay, so if we start at the bottom of the drop and work our way up towards the chain.
Yes.
Okay, because they all start off in the same way. So taking one of your gems and then one of your thicker head pins with the flower on the end. So we just make a wrapped loop in here. So about a centimetre sticking out where the flower is, and just push the flower up to the centre, and then you take the other side and bring that up so it crosses. Then take in your round nose pliers. If you grip it here, okay, and let me just move it up a bit. It's about a third of the way up the plier, and then you wrap your tail, long tail, around your plier and round the back and wrap your loop. Okay, so then I've used the flat nose pliers to just tuck that down and tidy it up, because you can't get your fingers in there, there's not enough space.
Okay.
Okay, so that then gives you a loop, but your flower's sticking all the way up. So you can hold the loop that you've just made in your flat nose pliers and just pull the flower down so it's at the front.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes they snap and you've like put too much strain on your wire. Sometimes it's inevitable that it's going to come off.
Okay.
It's just because it's the balls that make up the flower have been soldered onto a stick.
I see.
And if you're forcing it and twisting it
they get upset.
the opposite way, they get upset and fall apart. But that's what happened to that one.
Yeah.
But it can still be used. It's not like it's, you know, a dead thing that you've got to throw away.
To the eye, is it?
It isn't, no. Okay, so you've got your first element there. Then the next thing you need to do is take one of your gold coloured scales and using your hole punch,
which you have the chance of winning today
in the competition. Drum roll. It's brilliant. I love it. I could just sit there putting holes in stuff all day. And
do you think that's how they put holes in cheese?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Big hole punch.
Maybe.
I collect all the bits as well, and if they drop on the floor, I'm just collect it. I can put it in resin and stuff.
Yeah, that's wicked.
So what you need to do is, on your scale, you've got sort of the line where it's folded.
Centre line.
Down the centre.
Yes.
So you need to try and get your hole on that line, if you can, at the bottom. And the best way I found to do it is to do them all at once. Don't do one scale and then make up this bit and then do this one. Do all of your holes all at the same time. Well, rather one out after the other, because you get, you get your eye in then, and you can work out exactly where you're putting it.
I suppose if you were slightly off centre, you could just add another one to the other off centre, and then you've got two dangles.
You could, yeah. Or on the big long lariat necklace,
Yes.
I actually put some holes in some of the scales so that they were off centre, and then they hang at different angles.
Different,
Yeah,
give you a different feel, isn't
you
it?
can stagger it. So you twist the screw down, goes through the scale and punches a hole, and you can feel
Fair.
the resistance it gives.
Okay.
So it's then a question of just screwing it back up the other way, and you've got a hole in your scale. So then what you need to do is turn it over, and where the punch has gone through the scale, it's actually made it a little bit rough.
Yes.
So you don't want the scratchy bit against your skin.
No.
So just take a needle file or a bit of wet and dry paper, or sandpaper or something, and just file it off.
Just to make it nice and smooth.
It doesn't take much just to file it down.
But the finish you get,
It
is
makes a
worth
big
it.
difference.
Massive
Yeah.
difference.
So you're not going to cut yourself on it then, and
No.
and even worse, if you're selling it on,
Of course.
you just need to be careful. So while I'm here, I'll just put
Stamp the other one.
put a hole in the bottom of this one.
And is that the smallest hole? The larger stamp?
It's the larger one.
The larger hole. Yeah.
Yep. I did try to stamp one of the little connectors, but it didn't work. So I use them in different ways. I just thought I'd experiment, but I think it's because they've had so much work done to them anyway.
They're so hardened.
They're really hardened.
Yeah, they're really work hardened, aren't they?
So it's not going to take. Now you can see on the silver one there,
Yeah.
I'm slightly off centre, but that's fine because it hangs, it sort of adjusts itself. As long as you're not way over to the edge,
That works.
it's fine. Right, so we've got that component there. The next one is our little spacer connector, and how I did this was, it's the button one that you like.
Yes.
Holes in both ends. So take in the flower again, just put it through the bottom hole, hold it with your thumb, and then pull it up at a right angle. Find my snips, drop off. I think I measured one and it was 2 centimetres.
Okay.
No, that's
That
not
looks
2
good.
centimetres.
That looks about a centimetre.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Must have been 2 centimetres that I knocked off at the end.
Yes, possibly.
Don't know. Making it up now. Right, and then
No one's noticed.
no, if I keep going, it'll be fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, you need to cut about 3 foot off the end. I'm rubbish with measurements some days. I'm rubbish at spatial awareness as well some days as well. So
Are you one of those people who bumps into things?
I will
and
walk
stuff?
into doors all the time.
Do you? Do you miss
So-
steps?
Yes.
How you go for a step and you go,
Yeah.
whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Straight down.
I feel your pain.
Yeah. Don't you do that then?
No. I can understand how that would be very annoying.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm going to do it upstairs now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Typical. So you do the
Okay.
same to the other side?
So cut another 3 foot off this side. Okay. And then it's the same, just turn. It's not a wrap loop, it's nothing fancy, it's quite a big loop. I don't know if you can see that. And what I did as well was I just gave it a pinch there,
What's that?
and it stops it then wobbling around quite so much.
Oh.
Except for then.
How's it wobbling around? Wobble.
Shall I trip over now?
Yeah, go on.
And then I'll be sorted. Oh dear. Okay. So we'll connect everything up. So I did use every single jump ring across these pieces
Yep, out of the Fine Tins packs.
in my Fine Tins
Plural,
pack.
don't forget you're getting 2
Yep.
Fine Tins packs in this for that price. with the pyrite, the 100 scales as well, and that beautiful pyrite. So you're getting 230 findings in total. And that's including the 2 meters worth of chains.
Yeah. I mean, the chain has gone... I used all of the chain because the necklace at the end is massively long.
The necklace at the end is really long. If I just show you the back, actually, you can see how long this necklace is. This would actually be down sort of to your belly button, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it comes all the way down.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Jingles when you walk as well.
What's that?
So you can't creep up like a ninja on people.
I'm rubbish at that anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I always wear heels.
It's because you've got those big shoes on.
Trying to hit creeps like an elephant's coming towards you, but a very girly elephant. Hey, I've got more scales coming up for you in a bit as well.
Okay, so jump ring through your gold scale and attach on your drop with your flower. I'm hopeless because people can creep up on me. Even when I know they're in the room, they can still creep up on me and make me jump.
Do you get creeped out quite quickly if someone jumps out at you?
Yeah. I bet if you go boo now, I'll jump. I'm that rubbish.
Love it. When I worked on a cruise ship, okay, you couldn't just have your own name, so I wasn't allowed to be called Becky, because obviously when you've got 1,500 kids running around,
oh yeah,
loads of them are going to be called Becky, so you have to like have your name. So you had to be named after a character from a cartoon show that had alliteration with your name, which is quite tricky to do.
Really?
Actually, yeah. So my name was Boo from Monsters Inc. So kids did used to go up to me and go, Boo! And I was like, ah! Every single time. And now I'm numb to it. Now anyone can jump out at me and I'll just,
yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on. Jump out at me, Glenn, I dare you.
Oh dear. Right, so we've now got our connectors.
Okay.
So all I did was open up my loop here and pop it through. Yep. So the next stage on that one is, well, I'll show you. I've made up everything here. Okay, 1, 2. So we had 3 gold ones in the middle. At the bottom, I've put them the wrong way round. And on this one, we've got 1 silver and we've got 1 gold.
You can put that in the middle. Look at that. See? Look at that.
Oh yeah, no one's noticed, Becky. We'll carry on.
Carry on. Carry on, regardless. But before we carry on, I need to bring you some scales, because I've mentioned that we're bringing scales, and then I've had 2 people messaging apparently just saying, what scales do we have been on? Loads of scales.
They're nice colours.
Pretty, aren't they?
They are.
So these are kind of the ionized, what am I talking about? You know, anodized. Anodized, that's the one. The anodized aluminium that we have here. So again, you've got this beautiful, almost frosted effect, but these you can peel off so that they have that really high shine finish if you wish. You've got 50 of those. You're also going to be getting the smaller ones as well. So these are your 100 red aluminium scales. You see the difference in size. Of the smaller ones, you've got 100 orange as well. You've also got the 100 of the gold, which just match beautifully with the larger ones. And you have 100 of the copper as well. So you got the large size and 4 of the smaller ones. Look at that beautiful picture. Those are all the ones that you're getting today. Flight of the Phoenix is just the perfect name for this, because you could make some truly, truly standout sculptural pieces with this if you wish. The price today for this should be £26.29. Not today. You've got different sizes, you've got different colours, different textures in here, and your price today for all of this is just £17.95. Think how far these are going to go. Think about what you can create with these and what we're going to be able to do, the different textures, the different layers you're going to be able to have. You've got these beautiful fiery tones in here. In fact, you'd be able to do a gorgeous sort of fire sculpture like piece, wouldn't you?
Dragon in those would be nice.
Dragon, the phoenix. doing sort of a phoenix tail, maybe start with the gold and then add it up to the copper, then go on to the orange and end it on the red, a really fiery pop. And then maybe you could do the body with the larger scales. £17.95. You're getting 450 scales for that price today. Luxy 53 is the code on this today. £17.95. Get it quick.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Tim Nice but Dim. What was that on? Ari Enfield. Tim
I
Nice
never
but
watched
Dim.
that.
Chip.
What? Say it again. Chip.
I was just literally just for a noise that came. I'm just shocked that you haven't ever seen Harry Enfield. Really?
No.
Wow. I'll get you the box set. It's cracking.
I think, didn't he do loads of money or something in like the 80s of a song or something? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes,
that
he
was
did.
it. It was just seriously irritating. I couldn't cope with that.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
No.
Not for you.
No.
There's loads of people at home now like,
Yeah.
Deb, what are you talking about? Harry
No.
Enfield's amazing.
There were loads of people at home agreeing with me.
No, I don't think they're right.
Yeah.
Let's wait
Just
for the family
measuring.
members to text in.
Come on, Mum.
I've never even heard that song. How did it go?
I'm not singing.
I'll have a listen to it in the break.
I can't actually remember how it went.
You just remember it
was
really irritated you.
so awful. I've blocked it from my memory.
Oh, that's good. I like that. So you've just measured that train
Traumatised.
around your own neck
I
just
have.
to get the length you want. You go cutting off the
So if you
chain.
cut the small links
Yeah.
and keep the big links, and then your jump rings fit through. Okay, got that off. So it depends really on what sort of neckline you've got. If you've got something dead low and plunging, you could make it a bit longer, or you could add more rows so it comes down into more of a taper.
Love that.
Back
Back
would
piece.
be, yeah,
Backless dress.
that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Right down the
All
back
the way
of the
down.
backless dress, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so what I did was I measured the length of my chain and then got it so that I had one of the long links right in the middle. Can't hold a chain still, can you? It just wobbles. There's a challenge for Ninja Warrior next time. It was just saying you can't do ninja creeping up
Yeah.
on people and stuff. Right. I
Thought
don't
your
know what's
coffee
got
smelled
into
funny
me.
before.
It's because it's all gone wrong, hasn't it? I've got all my
What's gone
links in the wrong order.
No, you haven't. It's beautiful. No,
And then what I
it's beautiful.
did was I put a jump ring in the centre, so I knew where the middle of my chain was.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's where I attached
The centre
the
piece.
centre.
Yeah. And that's what's great about the lariat chain that you're getting, the 2 meters worth that you're getting in this kit, isn't it? That the areas are just so easy to link on and link through.
Yeah,
And it's easier to count actually, I think.
it's easy to count
personally.
then, yeah, because you can see it quite clearly,
You see
can't
it quite
you?
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose count.
Okay, so we just close that one up,
Yeah.
and then the next one, if I lay it down flat. Okay, the
Yeah.
next one fits on 3 big links to the left,
Get it.
or 3 big links to the right.
Fab.
So that's then just connecting it on with the jump ring again, and that's as simple as it gets with that, although I made it look really complex, so I'm really sorry for
You
that.
didn't at all.
It's quite funny, isn't it, when you do like a dead simple design and then it all goes
No, I actually do.
bit-
No, I don't know. You explained it well as well. If I'm following, then I think we're all safe to say it
Okay.
seems quite simple.
That's good. That's good. And you get the what have I done to that one? I've twisted it. There we go. I'm not doing a simple design again. Bring
Too
on the
hard.
complex ones.
Look how shiny they are. You can actually see.
Oh wow, it's like a mirror.
Oh, look at that!
What? What?
Look at that! We've got so much coming up on today's show, guys.
Oh, wicked! He's
Isn't
brilliant.
that cool? Oh, I love it. Give each other a kiss. Yeah, they're giving each other a kiss at the back of the head. Isn't that fab? Hours of fun.
Yeah, you'll have strangers coming up to you and doing strange hand puppet things in your necklace.
Only if people are like me. Is that not a normal thing to do, Director Brenda said? Oh, amazing. But it just goes to show how high shine they were. That was the point I was trying to make. They're so shiny.
They are. And these ones here, I've left the protective layer on all the way through because then I'm not going to scratch it while I'm making it.
No.
What I'm trying to do this backwards for some strange reason now. Honestly. Get me a vodka.
Your nail colour's nice.
Thank you. I put this colour on specifically because I've got blue fingers because of the dye. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So,
I thought because you were cold or something.
what?
Blue fingers when you get cold.
Oh, no.
Good. Good.
No.
Good.
I normally wear light nail varnish because I'm rubbish at putting on dark nail varnish and keeping it on. So you can't see then, can you? If
What's it
it's,
called, your nail colour? Pips just said. It's called pyrite, Pete said. Is that
Pyrite.
actually what it's called?
No.
Oh.
No, he's just making things up now. It's named after a railway station. Honestly, it is.
Okay. Birmingham New Street. Is it called?
Pelham Road.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, nice.
So I'm going to finish this now.
That's beautiful. So you've added on all of these.
So you
They're
add
all
on
added.
all of your
with the jump rings.
3 big links
Yeah.
apart,
Beautiful.
and then you get the total graduation happening
Yeah, it's
when
beautiful.
it hangs, because obviously
When you
it's
wear it.
yeah.
Fab.
So
Wonderful. That's beautiful. Now we're going to have a look at stamping now, aren't we?
we are.
So
yes.
I'm going to offer you the stamps first, and then we'll look at exactly how to use them, okay? So, do you want to start off with the letters? Let me bring you these letter stampers. These are your Impress Art stampers. This is, if we have a look on this one here, this is the typeface that we've used for the birdsong one, which is this one here. Birdsong. Doesn't that look so professional? It really does, doesn't it? It almost looks like it's calligraphy in here, isn't it? I think that's so pretty. It's that typeface that we're working with here. You might be able to see it better on the packaging as well. So you've got in here all the letters of the alphabet, and then you've also got a question mark too in here. Yes, Pip, I think everyone knows what the alphabet is. Hey, do you want to know something exciting about the alphabet? I can do it in little letters. Abacada, effaga, yes, I beat you! Is yours open? Do you mind if I borrow this?
No, carry on.
Because this one's not open, I just want to be able to show everyone. So these are they're really, really sturdy. They're 3mm, if I'm right in saying. No, they're 4mm actually, these ones, slightly larger ones than usual. And you'll see that they have the letter on the front, so on the top that you can see, so this is the M, but also if you find it a bit tricky to read, they do actually have it on the side of it as well, just above the Express, so you can see that you've got, and then here's the question mark one that you have there as well. All of them are 4mm that you have here, so you've got a real nice readable size, isn't it? You don't want them too big and too bold that they won't fit on everything, you won't be able to get big pieces on, but they are just they're big enough to read, which is a perfect item for me actually. You've got them all in here, they're all in this little carry case. There's nothing to go wrong with these at all. They are what they are, they're seriously sturdy, because of course they have to be. If you're going to hammer with them, they're going to have to be sturdy, and they truly, truly are. But as well, they have just enough of the base of them on the space. It's not a really diddy tiny area you're trying to hit, you've got a good enough area to whack. So you're getting your A to Z with your question mark in press art 4mm script stamps, lowercase. The price today, £39.95. The thing with this is the quality you're getting truly is fantastic for that price. I'm sure if you're a stamper, you will know the price stamps, even card stamps. Obviously, I have done memory books for many years, and even just the rubber stamps to get the alphabet. For some reason, they're so much more expensive than pictures or swirls or spirals. So much more expensive. But to get the alphabet, it's even higher in price, just for rubber. The fact that you're getting the serious metal, this really heavy duty, workable impress art, 4mm, £39.95 is spectacular, isn't it?
Well, the thing with the alphabet is it has to look like the alphabet.
Yeah.
Otherwise you don't know what it is, do you? It's just a shape.
Yeah, you're right.
So when you're manufacturing, you've got to be really precise with it. And that's obviously then going to be a more expensive process.
Yeah, definitely. And I think because you've got the alphabet and you're able to personalise pieces,
yeah,
people pay extra for that.
They do, yeah, they do.
They really, truly, truly do. So you can get your hands on this today for £39.95, and we'll show you how to use them right about now. I've also got the numbers coming up for you in a little bit as well.
Have we got a block anywhere?
Yep.
Because it's disappeared from here.
How peculiar.
There was one there.
Block!
It's got walkies. I don't know where it's gone.
Here. Hang on.
Oh, got one there. I'll use that one then. Because
Yeah, go on, why not?
There's always one on the trolley here.
How
and
peculiar.
It's
With the
disappeared.
chase hammer and the brushes. Right, I'll bring these to you now. I'll bring them to them now, because then they've got them, and then you can use it, the people at home.
Okay.
This is your metal block, your steel block that you have here. This is so heavy. Gemma Crow, who's watching today because she's just texted, hello! She loves it when I call her the old crow. Like, she tells me all the time, call me that more, Becky, it's hilarious. She does not. This is your steel block that you've got here. Let me get it out for you. This is seriously heavy. But anyway, Gemma Crow posted this to one of her friends, and it was like £6, £6.50 just for postage on this, because it's so heavy. It gives you an idea of the weight. So this is your steel block. You've got your chasing hammer as well that has your flattened end and your ball end. So flattened end, great for giving, you know, yourself some texture. It gives you, work hard into your pieces. And then this one here, this side, you can really get in there, you can do those indentations that actually
That's
would
what
mimic,
we've done on that scale, the gold coloured scale there.
Actually mimics the gold...
Those spaces.
Spaces, the charms that you get.
Yep.
Isn't it? Isn't that fab? So you've got those. You've also got the long wooden handle here, which means you don't get your reverb that you normally would. And you've got your little steel brushes.
I want to play with that on there and just see what texture it makes. Thank you.
Are going to give you texture, they're going to give you a really just unique effect. Take a little look. We use these ones, I'm sure you've seen them used on things like metal clay, but you can use it with these goodies. So this is your stainless steel brush. These are your short bristles that you can see here. They're going to give you quite an intense look because they are quite short. We'll show you actually in a bit, we'll have a little play with them. But then you've got your long with the longer bristles as well, and that also has a bigger surface area too. So you can see how much of a bigger surface area this. And if you compare them, you can see the length is quite different as well. So these are all the goodies you're going to be getting your hands on today. You've got your steel block, your chase hammer, and your 2 stainless steel brushes. And a cheeky discount. Your price today is not £23.80. It should be, but it's not today. All of this is yours for just... Oh, sneaky,
Ooh.
cheeky. £15.95 for you. Here you go. You have
Thank
the
you.
block. Let's have a little play with these as well.
Yeah.
Can I
Brush that one.
Oh yeah, go on. How about you show us how to stamp and
Yep.
how?
Play. I heard that.
Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. I like the sideways stroke.
Yeah.
And then, ooh,
Nice.
pretty.
Make it frosty.
Oh yeah. Oh, that almost looks like a sunrise. If I did it really hard at the end, wouldn't it? And then let me see what the larger one does. Run out of space here.
Yeah, mind your nails.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, it's really hard
Take
to
it
see
off.
it there. Oh, it gives it, because the bristles are longer, it gives the span out of it is much wider. Doesn't that look like a sunset? It's much of a wider span that you're getting on this. So this is your tight one. Oh, I could do this for days. Got any more scales? I want to do it in different directions.
What have I done with them? They're there.
Yeah, go on. Oh, Pip's saying, can we get on with some
Can we
stamping,
get on?
please?
Yeah.
Right.
Stop playing. Right, these are all mixed up, aren't they?
Oh, that's such a nice effect.
What shall I stamp?
Pardon?
What shall I stamp? Let's stamp fish. Don't ask me why it came to my head.
Can we
Do
do
you want-
Becky?
Becky.
Let's do Becky. Let's do Becky.
Why do we want to do Becky?
Because I just really like my name.
Shall I do Boo?
Boo! No, because I don't want you to frighten yourself.
Yeah.
Love that about.
It's C's, isn't it?
I'm a CK.
I need to see.
I am.
Oh, there's one.
I'm a
K.
C, a
One
K, and a Y.
C.
Do you want me to find them? You stamp them. How's that sound?
That's like you hum it and I'll play it. No. There's a comedy routine like that, isn't there? Hang on, I haven't got them all out yet.
It's good that it says it on the sides, actually, isn't it?
It
They
does,
You've got
yeah.
Becky there. Done.
Because the other ones that I've got, the smaller ones, they don't actually say it on the
side.
On the side.
Oh, that's good that
So,
these do. Makes it so much easier.
That's the B. So what I've done is I've stuck. I haven't taken off the protective layer on the scale.
Okay.
And I've stuck it down to my block with a strip of masking tape. So that's holding it, and it's also providing me with a ruler.
Brilliant. I'll put these in here if
Get
you
those
like.
out of the way. Okay. So what we need to do is, if you have the letter facing towards you,
Yeah.
B-E-C-K-Y.
So you're going to start off with the B in this.
I am actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to start in the middle, actually.
No, Pip's going, how else do you spell Becky? No, I'm suggesting that I would start with the K in the middle, so I've got it in the
Yeah.
middle, because it's the middle
Yeah.
letter.
In my sketchbook, I've got like birdsong and winter sun and things all
So that's just 2 taps.
No, I'm going to do it again because I'm using my smaller hammer. I didn't want to break the desk, but I'm going to use my bigger hammer. I
Get
can
my
hear
larger
him
hammer.
I can hear Pip laughing in the gallery.
Oh.
Out it comes, the sledgehammer. You don't have to.
It's just one stamp.
That's one stamp. You don't have to hit it so hard because it's an aluminium scale.
Yeah.
I can't spell B-E-C.
B-E-C. That's right. Yes, that goes.
No, I've started in the wrong place now.
How is that me?
I shouldn't start.
How is that me? How is that
Because
me?
it's C-K. Why you'd put them in the wrong order?
It's quite hard to spell your own name sometimes.
Oh, honestly, you can't get the staff.
I know.
We'll start again.
No one would have noticed, but
No.
all right. All right. I'll just carry on
I'm
putting
a
these away.
perfectionist. I can't
You are,
cope with
you are.
that. Because then we'll hold it up and everybody will go, hang on a minute, she spelt that wrong.
I wouldn't bring it up.
I would.
There you go.
That's better. I'm happy now. Okay, so you just have to line up the bottom of it. I keep putting my finger against the back of the stamp to hold it steady.
Yeah.
But I'll try and do it so I don't.
So it's only taking a couple of hits.
Couple of hits.
That's it.
Because the aluminium is soft. If you're doing it with copper, the copper scales are slightly harder than the aluminium.
Yeah. So it might take a few more.
Yeah, although 2's usually enough, because if you just won't get as deep an impression. But
That looks so cool.
you've got it there. Yep, you can read that.
And now you're going to peel it off. Oh wait,
Peel it off.
can I do the reveal? Do you mind?
Go on then.
Because I just want to show you at home the protective layer which we kept on before we stamped is on now, but watch as I peel because it makes such a massive difference. So this is with it on. We've got a little peel at the front. Look at that. Isn't that fab?
So what I would then do is use the hammer to texture around and also flatten out the scale, because where we've hammered your name,
Yeah.
it's flattened the scale.
Yes.
But then we've still got the shape.
So that's just
Where
using
it's-
the ball end of your
Yep.
hammer.
So
And the thing
just
is-
planish it with your hammer.
Because you've got the steel block in this bundle which is on the screen and you've got the hammer as well, you're not whacking that with all of your life. Kind of the hammer's doing
No.
the work, isn't it?
You
Just holding it at the end and the weight
Yeah.
of it's sort of doing it itself.
You don't need to have much force. And actually, if you do, with these scales, you're just going to distort your scale all over the place and it'd be awful.
Yay! Have a look at that finished design. Isn't that fab? Look how easy that is to do.
So I can put as much or as little on there as I want.
Yeah. I love it. Fab?
With the, where it said birdsong on the scale,
Yeah.
I used a piece of mesh to provide some texture. And I think it was on the one that said love as well that went up the side of the longer necklace. So I'll just show you. You know the mesh that you get if you do any of the silver clays, so for firing you stick that on your gas hob,
Yeah.
don't you? So I just took, what's that? I don't know, a couple of inches square, and then put it over the top of my scale and hit it with my hammer. And what it does, it provides like a checker
That's so funky.
pattern
How cool is
on
that?
your scale.
Love that. So easy. So it's got, you know, those grids on the ground.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of
Yeah,
texture to it, hasn't
it's
it?
a bit more industrial looking.
Definitely. And you could overlap, change direction.
Yep. So I had a stripe going across one, and again I've not taken off the protective layer.
No. So once you do,
So
the shine comes.
so you've just then got again the light playing
Have
with
a
the metal.
So this
is
is
quite
with
nice.
it with the protective sheen on. And look, I'll just peel it off. Look how high shine that is. Now, let's do it as well. Is that a really nice industrial? That is absolutely wonderful. Now I'm going to bring the numbers to you now as well.
Ooh.
So if you've got your hands on the letters and you want to get your hands on the numbers, take a little look. So this is numbers 1 through 8, no, 0 to 8, sorry. So the number 9 is of course here. It's the 6 that you just turn upside down. So you've got a 6 to use for the 0 and for the 9. And of course you can do any number with this. Again, if you have a look, you've got the numbers at the top of them. And then as you pull them out, you've got the really great base, but you've also got the writing at the side as well. In case you've got a bit of a bad eyesight perhaps, you've still got the number in it at the end there, so you don't have to squint to work out what these are. They come in a really easy, packable away little box for you today. The price for all the numbers you'll need, £13.45 for you today. What would you think of doing with these?
Well, the numbers I've used in the second piece project today to again provide a lot of texture to the metal, but not have actual words or numbers or letters. so it's just shapes. So you can, there's a fabulous artist who uses typewriters, and I can't remember her name, Kira somebody, I keep wanting to say Knightley, but it's not.
We were all laughing because that's exactly what the two boys just said to know where he is. Knightley?
Yeah. No, and she does drawings with typewriters.
Oh wow.
So you can use the letter stamps and mix in your numbers to do drawings. Then the number 8 makes a brilliant flower when you do it round, twist it round. And also it looks like seeds blowing away on the wind and things like that. So
I love the idea of that.
yeah, if you can look at them and use them as numbers and letters in the traditional way, but if you just look at them as stamps to provide shape and texture.
Because you could, I was just thinking with the O's then, you could do like a chain link of O's, couldn't you?
Yeah.
The 2s, you could do nose to nose to create a heart almost. I think that's a gorgeous idea.
Got someone there actually that I did that just messing around with some of the numbers and letters just to see
a nice shape.
Some of the, oh, it's ping, flash.
Fab. Thank you very much for showing us your gorgeous designs, Deb. I've got to show you what we've got coming up. It's this type of thing that we've got coming up for you in our second design.
So that's got a lot of the letters in the italics, but it's texture.
And that's stunning. So we've got these pieces coming up for you in a bit. Deb, you're a love.
You see? Every time.
Every time. I have got so many goodies for you now. But I told you I was going to have a question in an hour. I'm going to. We've got to recount question 1 because a few people have messaged in going, I have no idea what this is. Glenn got it, which is amazing. This is our competition. Yes, Becky's favourite film. This is question 1 of 4. Go on, can you get it? Glenn got it. Don't forget that S is crossed out. Okay, so it's a cow and a cow goes, and then it's that, and then it's the lips with the colour. People aren't getting it. People are questioning. So that's question number 1. Now, if you've only just tuned in, I've got the most amazing competition for you today. Honestly, it's so amazing that the title is possibly and probably the biggest stash topper upper competition on Jewellery Maker you or anyone else has ever seen ever competition. That's how big this is. You've got 4 questions that will be with you over the next 4 hours. We'll have the announcement at 5 o'clock of who the winner is, just before 5. Wait until you've got all of the answers before you message in. We won't tell you to text in or message in until the end, but you get this portfolio bag that has got clay, it's got rollers, it has got glitters, it's got threads, it's got tools, including tools that we haven't got in stock, hole punches, it's got things you've never seen before, products you've never seen. You've got so much stampers, stencils, loads, including the portfolio bag. So here is your second one. Now they're not all film related, it just so happened that Pip was sat next to me. What is Pip's favourite film? Let's have a little look. Pip's fave film. This is a hard one. That one at the end might throw some people off. What I will say is, if you know Pip, you'll know that it's not the most thought-provoking film. It's not really, is it? It's not deep, is it? It's not deep. It used to be a book. It was a book originally, and it's been a film. It's also been a musical, actually. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? So that is your clue. People are looking questionable about, look at them, look at that. I've never seen them so deep in thought. So that is your clue. It's one word, was a book, it's been a musical, it's a film, it's one word. It's one word. The one at the end is a little bit peculiar, but I think if you get the first one and the second one, it'll lead you in the right direction. Someone's messaged in and said that they've got it, but don't message in, don't message in. You've got to wait till you've got all 4, and you need to send all 4 in one text. And when you do have all 4, you'll be picked out at random. And then after that, don't text in now though. Ignore that for now. Later on. later on. Okay, so someone's got it. Have you got it? No, I can tell you haven't because you're all like this. Some people have got it at home though. Some people have. There you are. Last chance to have a little look.
You've got the other one
for
so
your
fast,
question
though.
2. Right, let's bring you some more goodies. Wait, what? It is something very special for you now. It's one of the most popular of all of the strands, one of the most popular pieces that we ever have on the show. It is our pearl showcase. Now, with pearls, there's a few things that we need to bear in mind. First off, the rarity of pearls is just intense at the moment. It truly is. We've been telling you for a while now. The film that came up called Vanishing Pearls, it came out at the end of April, and that's to do with tsunamis, it's to do with oil spills, it's to do with other natural disasters as well. It's also to do with the people involved in getting their hands on pearls and collecting pearls. And in that film, it basically depicts how difficult it is now to get your pearls. According to reports, in China has seen a decrease in 60% in the last 4 years. And if you think about it, how what a massive amount that is, 60% decrease. And then of course that means that because the yields have gone down, you can see, so look at 2010. So that up the side, that number is the yield. So the 2010, and this is another thing about pearls. Pearls are generally very sustainable in a sense. They're not like gemstones, which obviously take millions and millions and millions of years to create by Mother Nature. It's not really like that, because the gemstones that take millions and millions of years to create, of course, once you've got them, it's then going to take more millions and millions of years to get some. Whereas with pearls, you can do it quite sustainably because, you know, cultured pearls or freshwater pearls, you can make sure that you're going to be getting a similar amount of yield every time because you do the process yourself. It's not millions of years, you know, it's more like 10 years, 9 years, of course, depending on the size that you want. So when you look at that slide again, 2010 and 2011, they're the same because people can work out how much they want. Until it gets to 2012, when you can see the 2012, it drops massively. And then 2013, it drops again. And then, of course, as the drop's going down, and it's going down again by around another 40%, it's suggested 20 to 40%, because the yield has gone down so massively, out of our control, the price has increased. In late 2013, it's reported that the price of some varieties of pearls are increased by 40%. That's compared to the same area before. So that's just September to November. 40%. That's huge. And that's set to just continue. There's nothing to be done about it at this point. That's just what's expected. I bet you've seen as well less and less pearls, have you, with us? I know I have, genuinely. We used to have loads of this. I used to do a pearl showcase, you know, once every 2 weeks, maybe once every 3. Haven't done one in ages for you until today. Now, with pearls, of course, beauty's within the eye of the beholder, but you're going to be looking at things that obviously attract you, of course, but you're going to be looking at the size is an important one. The bigger the size, the higher the price is generally the rule when it comes to these. Also the shape, you're going to be looking for a shape that you personally enjoy, and then you're going to be looking for a pearlescence that you want to get your hands on as well. Have a think about all of those things when I show you each of these. I've got something for every pocket, I believe, in here today. What colour? Yes, I know, colour. It's the white ones, isn't it? Look at this. White cultured pearls. Now white is kind of the archetypal colour, isn't it, really? It's kind of the go-to colour when you think of pearls. It's the most traditional, let's say. When we think of people like, you know, the Queen wears her pearls every Christmas. speech, doesn't she, at big events, and they're always the white pearls, aren't they? When I think back to people in my family who've worn pearls over the years, you know, I can imagine them and I can see them, and they're always the white pearls, the kind of archetype or the statement. You also think possibly for more traditional bridal as well, possibly the white pearls spring to your mind. These are 10 by 11 mil that you have here. If you're looking for seriously traditional, this is going to be the strand for you. Your price today is just £21.95. Bear in mind the information I've just given you. Please remember the price hike on these. Please also remember that that is only going to continue. It truly is. For the foreseeable future, it's just going to continue. You know, I can't guarantee you that this time in 6 months, when I show you a strand like this, I can't promise you that it will be the same price. I can't even promise you that for a strand like this, in 6 months' time, you won't be paying more like £26, £27. I can't promise that. But today, I can promise you that if you get your hands on this, you will be paying just £21.95. White cultured pearls, they're traditional, they are ageless, they're timeless, and they're yours for just £21.95. Get your hands on them today, it's a cracking one. KIGP71 is the code on this. Look at these. Now, we've just had something a bit traditional, and now I think we're going to go traditional too, but traditional in kind of a girly, almost bridesmaid kind of way. Have a look at these, they're so pretty. I love this pink. Isn't that a really standout pink that we've got here? These are your baby pink cultured pearls. Again, the same size as the white that we had earlier, 11 by 10 mil. I love these as little favours. What about little bridesmaid pieces? What would you do with these, Deb?
Well, I do think they're very girly and feminine. So I'd mix them with some silver spacer beads, 925 spacers. And just keep it dead simple as a neckline piece. Restrand like that and put a silver clasp, because they're so lovely.
And I love how you go for 925. That is what you think, isn't it, when you think of pearl? I would always,
definitely
often think 925. Unless maybe I've just got some little ones, you know, adding an accent. But for a statement, you know, necklace piece, then I'd definitely be looking at these. Baby pink cultured pearls, your price today? £19.95 is the price on these today. For the size of these, that is spectacular, isn't it? For the size of these at that price, I've already said to you before, the bigger the size, the higher the price, because these here, each one of these, each single one, this one here, this one, this one, all of these, I'm showing you individually, have taken each about 10 to 11 years for Mother Nature to create. What were you doing 10 or 11 years ago? Deb, what were you doing 10 or 11 years ago?
I was actually moving house.
Pardon?
Moving house.
Moving house, were you?
I've not moved since then, yeah. We've been in this house for about 10 or 11 years now.
I love that.
But it seems ages ago.
Does it?
Yeah.
Pip was finishing his A-levels.
I don't want to know that.
Oh. Ben, what were you doing? I'll go. Ben was 9.
Honestly.
Glenn, what were you doing 10 or 11 years ago?
Uni.
Uni? Were you? Pete? Oh, this is going to be good. Come on, Pete. What are you doing 10 or 11 years ago?
Just milling around.
Milling around.
Come here. What were you doing 10 or 11 years ago?
Milling around, don't really know what I was doing.
Just how
I'm
old are you?
23 now.
You're 23?
Yeah. So I was probably just running around the block and collecting cards, Pokemon cards.
running around the block, collecting
As you
Pokemon
do.
cards as you do. But when you think back yourselves at home, think back 10, 11 years. That's how long each one of these has taken. Oh my goodness, that means if you take them all separately, you've got the work of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10, 20, about 30, about 40 pearls I've got on this strand. So that's the equivalent of, if they all take in 10 or 11 years, that's like 444 years of work, you know, that goes into them. Obviously, it's not, we don't just do one at a time. We don't just do one at a time.
Oh,
but I mean,
dear.
combined.
Right, you're finished. Move on to the next.
£19.95, Pete. Pete, do you want to come and carry this on for me, mate? £19.95 on those. These ones go beautifully. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I think I'm in love. These might be the nicest pearls I've ever seen.
Gimme.
How beautiful are those? In fact, we've not given her what's the challenge today, Pip? We'll bring it to you in a bit.
Okay.
I think these
Like
are possibly my
4:30.
favourite pearls that I've ever seen. Oh my
Aren't they gorgeous?
luxuriousness, goodness.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, how stunning are they? Deep purple, top drilled cashew pearls. But the thing that you might not be able to see at home is the pearlescence you've got. Blues, reds, oranges, greens, pinks, saffrons. Oh my goodness, these serious peacock tones you've got running across here. Yeah, I think I'm safe to say this is my favourite strand of pearls I personally have ever seen. I need to get my hands on this. Look how beautiful. And that's what I was saying about pearls earlier on as well, wasn't I? We're talking about the white, very traditional, but the coloured have got a real modern twist on them now, and we've seen loads of sort of younger brands, you know, let's say fashion houses that perhaps aim at a younger audience. They are getting coloured pearls in left, right and centre now. You've seen kind of modern day icons, let's say, like your Lady Gagas, your Rihannas, your kind of popular culture people wearing cultured pearls in colours, which does just mean it's brought a whole new audience. So if you want to bring a new audience to your stall or your stand or your website or whatever it might be, maybe add in a little bit of colour and a bit of texture to your designs because everyone knows what pearls are, and the fact that you can get such a fun, funky colour and shape and texture at the price it's going to be now, they're going to be blown away that they can buy proper, real pearls that they love and adore for just £9.95.
And they looked absolutely stunning as a bracelet. 2 wraps. Oh, that looks lovely.
Oh, hello. Isn't that beautiful? Look how that catches the light. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I'm in love. £9.95. These are exceptional. I told you a little bit of something for every pocket today. There's loads of you coming in for this. I bet you adore them as well. Even if perhaps this isn't your style, but maybe you make for gifts or you sell your things on, or you just do it for a hobby but you want to give them away to, you know, friends and family, then why not add something a little bit different? Add something a little bit different. Even if this isn't specifically for you, add something a little bit different to your designs, to your collection. £9.95 is the price on these. Then let's squeeze one more in before the break, shall we? Wow. Oof. This is going to be a bargain. Half my stock's gone on the cashew, 50% has gone. If you're on the phone right now, you're going to get it. But if you're not on the phone, on that free phone number 0800 644 655 right now, get on there within the next 30 seconds because you will miss out on that. And whilst you're on there, get your hands on this because it's a bargain and it's beautiful. champagne straight drill cultured pearls. Now I'm going to be straight with you. These are beautiful. They've got such a wonderful tone to them. They're going to go with vintage looks, modern day looks, bridal looks, boutique high-end looks, funky, almost industrial looks you could do with this as well, because it's got that really metallic luster to it. But do you know what? None of that matters right now, because you're probably going to get this because you love it and because you love this price. No need to say anything. Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very glam.
Cute, right? £3.95.
Nice.
Don't need to say any more, really. Hello, everyone. loads of you getting your hands on this. Just whilst you're purchasing, let's discuss what Deb Rudge would do with these.
I like keeping it simple with pearls, but I like mixing them in, and I think they'd work really nicely with that, you know, the waterfally topaz.
That we had on earlier, the sky blue.
That we had, that'd look really pretty with that, because it's a it's a beautiful soft peach sort of colour. It's not peach, it's pink and cream and all those soft summery colours.
Yeah.
So I think I like mixing in a couple of pearls here and there through a design, because they draw the eye. They're a little bright spot and bounce the light around to the other gems.
It does, doesn't it? It really does. Again, you're going to have to be quick though, because my stock is dwindling at this moment in time. This is with it touching at the back. Oh yeah. It makes you look brown, doesn't it?
Does? Yeah, it's a good trick. Don't think it'd work on me.
We've got a queue on the phone, I'm afraid to say. I've got a queue on the phone and about 30, maybe even more in baskets. I'm going to have to go to a break. After the break though, more competition questions, more chances to win, and some more of Deb Rudge's stunning designs. Stay where you are.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Designer Inspiration. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Becky and we are heading over in minutes to the lovely Deb Rudge. How are you, Deb?
I'm all right, yes. I've just gone on a quick dash to get some paper towels. So.
Oh, for your dyeing?
Time, yeah.
We're dying to see what you've done. Can you please describe to us what you're going to be looking at?
It's the most beautiful colours in aluminium sheet and some pearls which just go perfectly with the colours, and I've got some quite delicate shades in there along with some really deep tones, so I just had a great fun playing with the colours, the tones, the feel of it all, and shaping them up. So we've got two lots here really. One's the first three are showing you some things that you can do with it, and then we've got earrings and the neck piece that you can make from the project kit that we've got.
That's wonderful. I'm going to bring you the kit for this now. You've got your aluminium sheet in here, and this is the bangle shape we describe it as, but of course we'll show you exactly how you can shape this into different shapes if you wish. Now, just to let you know, I'm holding it with the tweezers just because I don't want to ruin it with my fingers. So this is your aluminium sheet that you have here. And this is what we'll be using and we'll be dyeing. It's your elongated sheet of aluminium that we have here for you. You've also got your dyes, so we're going to be dyeing this in different colours. You've got your beautiful, almost sapphire blue. You've got your really royal purple as well in here as a colour, and you have your green. Now, what I will say about these is, although you've got three colours, kind of the outcomes can be endless. From one dip, say of the purple, you will get almost a stained glass window lilac hue. Let it dry a little bit, dip it again, leave it in for longer, and you will get the boldest of aubergines. So you can get a true colour range on each of these packets. So it's not just three colours. In the end, it comes out with so much more than that. It really, truly does. Each of those is going to be making up about 0.5 litres worth of your dye as well. So you've got absolutely plenty in here, and you can store the dye as well. So it's just a fantastic product. As well as that, you've got your little spacers. I adore these. Why did you put these in this kit?
I wanted to mix up my metals a bit.
Okay.
And I just love the shape of them. I love the manufacturing of them. I love.
Yeah.
I like the industrial feel as well. I think that's really nice to contrast with something that's really feminine in the pearls. But I do love them as all of those boingy shapes and spaces, and you know, they're so versatile. I've used a few from my stash as well to finish off the Kumahimo braid. And they're lively little fellas.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
The boingy boingies are escaping from me. So these are your the boingy boingies are technically known as gunmetal bicones, just so you know.
It's not got the same ring.
It's not got the ring to it. You're so right. You're going to be getting 10 of those in total. And we were talking about the pearls. If you bought those pearls from me just before the break, these champagne ones, I've got them in this kit but in a different colour. Have a look. These are the ones you're going to be getting in the kit today. But how beautifully do these go with the ones I've just brought to you before the break? Fab, isn't it? I've got some more pearls coming up for you later as well. What a juxtaposition this is, isn't it? Those beautiful, ageless, timeless, natural pearls that are really organic, and then total juxtaposition with the gunmetal bicones that you've got here that are just really industrial, aren't they? Really modern. I think it's beautiful the way that these work so well together. You've also got in here some of your aluminium chain, and this is your flat elongated chain. Now all of these are open, which means that if you do wish to unlink them, it's all so easy. A meter's worth of the cable chain you've got here, and these are 8 by 16 mil in that really nice brushed effect on these. So easy to use because they're open. As well as this, you've got the 0.8 in the silver. You have 10 meters worth of this. So 0.8 is great because it's such an in-between size. You can do structural, you can do finders, you can make rings. You do so much with this, and that's great because you've got 10 meters there. So you've got the amount as well as the actual uses of it. It's wonderful. So you've got your aluminium sheets, you've got your boingy boingies, gunmetal, and you have your 3 variation in the colour of dyes. Let's take a look at your price that this should be for your Steampunk Angel. £37.60. I think it's fantastic because let's face it, none of this really you're going to use out on this design, are you? The amount you can make from this is phenomenal. However, today, £24.95. That's £12.65 saving. So you're getting essentially a mammoth amount of different colours, because yeah, you've got the 3 bodies of colours with the green, the purple and the blue, but as I said before, you can do a graduation in colour from these. You can always do a colour chart actually of each of these. That's the type of effect you've got. And you've got 1.5 litres worth of dye here. 1.5 litres worth of your dye. Then you've got your aluminium strip. We already know that the aluminium is really high quality, really usable. We're going to show you exactly how to create this. 10 metres of your 0.8. You've got 1 metre of your chain. You've got loads of these boingy boingies. You've got 10 of these, and you have that beautiful, stunning pearls. All of this for £24.95. That is truly exceptional, isn't it? It really, really is. And when you see Deb's designs, if you haven't looked at them yet, you are going to adore it even more. Not only, you know, with over £12 saving, but with the designs yourself, you're going to fall in love. £24.95. I would honestly pay that because I'd pay that for the dye and those pearls. I'd be happy to. So I'd be happy to buy the 1.5 litres worth of the dye and the pearls for that price. Would you?
Yeah, because it'll last for ages.
Yeah.
So you just get yourself some additional aluminium sheet and you're off again.
You're off again. I have got some aluminium coming up for you in a little bit as well in different shapes if you're looking out for those. But all of that, this deal with the Dremel as well. Well, it's not with the Dremel is separate, but that's coming up as well in a little bit. But all of these goodies that you can see now have been created for just £24.95. This to me is a collection, isn't it?
I'm just thinking.
If I saw this somewhere, I would think, yeah, that's a collection that works really well together, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do work brilliantly well together, and because you're using the 3 dyes, the colours all work together. Even if you're mixing sort of the whole range of different colours up, they all work. So yeah, those 3. Sorry, reaching over you.
No,
those 3 at the end.
Yeah.
Were made from the bigger sheet.
Yeah.
But I've got 2/3 of it left. And these here were made from the bracelet strip.
With the earrings as well.
And I've still got some left.
Oh, you have got some left, yeah. You've got plenty left actually.
So I've still got loads left.
Wonderful. So, where are we going to start with your Steampunk Angel?
We're going to start, if I show you what I did with the aluminium sheet, and how I began by started it off making the wings.
Okay.
And so I'll show you that because that's manipulating the aluminium, dyeing it and coming up with the shape and everything.
Okay.
So pop that down there for a sec. So what I've got here is a wing that I've already made, so we're working towards that. So I've got some templates that I made.
And did you just freeform these?
I did.
Just drew them?
What I did was I got a sheet of paper, I drew around my complete, in the packet, I drew around my strip of aluminium on my paper, so I knew exactly how much metal I had to play with.
Okay.
Okay, and then using that strip of paper, I cut, or I drew one wing shape, folded it in half, and then cut out the two. So I ended up with that.
So that you had the symmetrical pair.
Yeah. But then what I did was I actually chopped off the ends because they were too long. So I'd made them up, they were too long, and decided I needed to shrink them down a bit.
Okay, wonderful.
So before I cut out my metal, I shrank the wings down, and I made sure, so you can see, that's all the same sheet.
Yeah.
So I've actually got enough. I could make a ring there, or I could
easily.
make the second bracelet,
Make two
second
rings out of that,
necklace
actually,
along.
couldn't
Yeah,
you?
you
Do it
could.
that way.
Yeah,
Fab.
easily.
Plenty.
So there's loads left. You could actually get a butterfly out of that as well. That would be really pretty, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I drew just with pencil on my aluminium sheet, wearing my gloves, and picked it out of the packet with my gloves on.
Yep.
Drew with pencil, so I knew what shape I wanted.
Okie pokey.
Okay, and then I started hammering. So if I bring the block up, I'll show you the stamps that I used, and show you what I did.
So these are the letters. These are letters that we brought to you earlier on that were £39.95.
So I actually, it was the italics that I used. I don't know how I got so much dye on me when
With
I
your
wore
gloves
gloves.
on.
It happens.
That's a talent, that is, Deb. That's a skill.
I know. I thought there must be holes in the gloves. There aren't.
Possibly. I have had loads of questions about the Dremel. It's coming up in a bit. Coming up in a little bit.
So if I take this piece out of the packet, this is
So you're taking your aluminium.
Yep.
This will be the one you've drawn on.
So if I'll draw on it. So you can. Let's draw a wing shape.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I did, once I'd got my wing shape on there, I looked at it and thought, right, I want sort of layers of texture coming in towards the narrow end.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
And then using my stamps, I picked out the shapes that I preferred.
So you're not actually looking at the letters, you're looking at the formation of the shape.
Yeah, looking at the shape. W was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yes.
The question
Being honest.
The question mark, that's quite a nice one.
Yeah.
The M was really nice because that's curvy. And you know, like the tiny little fluffy feathers that birds have?
Yes, the feathers that birds have.
No, not the long feathers. Not like
the fish
the long
feathers.
Fish
Not the
feathers.
giraffe feathers, the bird ones.
Yeah.
The dead fluffy like chick ones.
Little chick fluffy ones.
Okay.
The M makes those shapes really nicely.
Cute.
So I've got J-I-L-W question mark and M.
Okay, those are the ones you
They were my
preferred.
favourites.
Lush.
Yeah. So I actually used them on this side as well. So
Yeah, I see. That's all right.
can you see that if I do it?
Yeah.
Do you see? It's a little fluffy feather. So I had a few rows of those, just quite close together, and I applied different levels of
Oh, that's nice.
hammering
to give different textures.
Yep. And I wasn't concerned about keeping the stamp upright.
No.
It didn't matter if it was slightly, if the whole letter wasn't formed
That's fine.
correctly, because I'm using it as a texture.
As opposed to
To a letter, yeah. So what have I got here? This is J.
It's nice to see these used in a different way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, I mean, I think it's limiting if you just think of it as a letter.
Mm.
And we all go like searching through the cupboards and things and trying to find different materials that we can use and different stamps that we can use, and these are sitting in the drawer.
Yeah.
And we're not using them. L was quite a nice one in italics because it's quite a long shape, and it's got a little curl at the end. So if we do a few along that edge, and then you can see how they build up. So you can build up more or less of your texture as you go. You can draw with it. I'll have to do a search and pop the name of the artist who does these typewriter
up on there.
Pictures. Yeah.
So these are your M's, your J's, the ones we've just done at the base there. What different effects that builds up?
So if you do, I'll do a number 8 because that I loved.
Did you love the number 8?
I loved the number 8 when I did that. I'm just like, oh yeah.
No, we like that. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
What is it about the number 8 you liked?
When I sanded, what you have to do is dye it, seal it, and then rub it back with wet and dry paper. And when I rubbed it back with wet and dry paper, it gives really nice
different
little
effects.
round shapes.
Gosh.
That's what I used on the edge of the butterfly wing.
Fab.
So if I'll pop a few there. You can see.
You see? It gives a different effect.
Got it. Oh, wrong finger. The end there.
Yeah, I see.
So it's yeah, I used it like a frilly effect all the way around the butterfly wing. So okay. So once I've got to that stage, I then
on to the dyeing now.
Dye it. Yeah.
Now, I've had some people messaging in
Sorry,
if they want to get the Dremel in before they all rush out at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to dash off.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Can I hammer briefly while you're dashing?
Hammer away.
Come on.
Makes it sound like I'm going dead fast.
Quick, move it.
Anyway, hello. Oh, wow, that just happened. I have had loads of people messaging and just saying that at 4 o'clock they're going out, they're doing bits and bobs. So we're going to squeeze this in really quickly now. Do not worry. A few minutes we'll be back to Deb and we'll have a look at the full finished design and have a look at how to continue that. So we've got the Dremel on. It's something we didn't have in stock for absolutely ages and ages and ages. We've got it back in for you recently and we've got a few left over. This Dremel pack is really very, very special because not only do you actually have the Dremel in the case itself, you get the expansion accessories set as well. So let's have a look at everything you're getting. You've got the really hard, durable but lightweight carrying container. And then inside here, you're getting the Dremel itself. You've got your charger as well, which will charge the battery pack on this. You've got your keys. You've got your different size heads in this pack as well. You've also got your actual drill heads. You've got the chuck that goes onto here, and you have your beautiful stencils. Have a look, these are new. Aren't these nice? You got all your stencil shapes as well. So this means that you can actually stencil onto whatever you're creating. Such a variety of shapes you've got here. All of those, all 3 of those. And you get the accessories pack as well. So in this accessories pack, if I show you, you'll be able to see all the different heads you're going to be getting in here. that you've got the brush style effect. You've got some that will sand, some that will polish, some that will give a really high shine finish, some that will texture. You've got the steel brushwork that gives a really vintage like feel to your pieces. You have got everything you're gonna want here. Now, when you're doing your research online for the price of these, because I know a lot of you do, please bear in mind that the ones we've researched do not have this accessories pack. All of the other goodies you can get for a similar price to the price I'm about to bring you, but they don't come with this accessories set that we're bringing you today with all of your polishing cross. You've also got your jewellery rouge as well. Just be careful when you're looking online that everything you're seeing is what you're getting, if that makes sense, because here, this is what you're getting. In fact, I found one online a couple of weeks ago that had a picture that looked kind of like that one we've just shown you actually, and the accessories pack was on there, but when you actually clicked onto it, all of the things were sold separately. It was quite deceiving. But do just check, have a little look. You're getting all of this today. You know what you can do with the Dremel. You can use it in things like aluminium. You can use it on things like perspex. You can, my favourite, do you know my favourite thing you can do with this? This here. This is my favourite. Carved pumpkins. Now you're going to get one, aren't you, Pip? Now you are. But you can go into clay with this. Plates, that's a really good idea. I never thought about that. Someone's going into a plate on the picture here. Great idea. You can use it for things like your card making as well, if that's what you're into. Such a variety here. You're getting all of this, including that 20-piece accessories set for just £79.95. This is something that's going to keep you going and going. Have a look on our website, have a look around. You'll be able to find step-by-step tuition of exactly how to use this and how to get it all together. But it will come with some helping hand instructions of how to get this all together as well. We've had loads of people asking about this and wanting to have a go at it and get their hands on it, because I think last time we brought it to you, we did say do your research, and people have realised, wow, that price with the accessories pack is absolutely stunning. Deb, am I right in thinking you have one of these?
Yeah, I've got Dremel. And I love it because it doesn't take over completely. You can just use it to speed up your cutting, your polishing, and that's what I use it for mostly, is polishing.
You can use it on pretty much any jewellery technique, really, can't you?
Yeah.
You can use it with polymer, you can use it with your metal clays. Yeah. Your aluminium, as we've said.
Yes, yep. You could instead of using the hole punch to put the holes into the scales that we did earlier, you could use your Dremel.
Drill through it.
And then you know you're going to get it in exactly the right spot.
Yeah.
Because you can see it's not getting in the way.
If you've had a go at perspex and getting that high shine finish or smoothing off all of the edges is doing your head in with a piece of sandpaper. You can do it, but it is a bit time consuming. This, moments it's done.
The other thing about that is that you can use it to apply texture into materials. So if you're working in your aluminium or your perspex or wooden beads, you can add in your own texture, patterns, and layers of additional design work. So that's absolutely awesome, because some of the things you can do with the Dremel you can't do very easily at home without it.
No, absolutely. Kira Rathbone.
Yes, brilliant work.
That's the lady that does the typewriter artistry. Have a little look. We had a look in the break. Just remember. Well done if you have managed to get your hands on this, because you're making your life so much easier, and the amount of fun you can have. Well, it's worth it, isn't it? Now, it's competition day. If you've just tuned in, boy oh boy, you have got the chance to win the portfolio bag with clay, with a bead roller, with memory wire of all sizes, with your polishing metal polish sheets, with all of these glitters, with your cutters, these pieces that we've never seen before, we've never brought to you. Please, I don't think I've ever seen these before. Look at these. New. All of these. Aren't they gorgeous?
Wow.
You've got absolutely loads of there. That's not even half of what you've got in there. You've got cords. You've got the hole punch, which we've shown you use before, which we haven't even got in stock at the moment. We just had one. Threading materials, including this threading. I don't think I've seen this before. Look at that. How cool is that? I love this.
Oh.
Isn't that funky? Genuinely, isn't that dead nice? Isn't that fab? You've got this. You've got, oh gosh, you've got stamps. You've got stencils as well in here. Stamps and stencils, all in a portfolio bag for you today. Third question's coming in right now. I hope you've written down the first two answers. We'll recap them later, but I hope you've got them so far. This is your third one. I'll give you clues to them now. So now might be the best time to guess, but I will recap them later and just write them down. We'll do really quick recap later. I won't be giving you any clues later. Here's your third one. Guess the gemstone. That is one gemstone. Now those pictures are of two separates.
Oh.
Have you got it? Have you?
Oh.
What?
I'm scared to
show
say
Deb's
it.
face. Go on. Mime it. Don't show Deb's face. Stay with me. Yeah, go on. Mime it. No, you're wrong.
Oh.
Awkward.
Oh.
No. Why would you think that?
Well,
That's not right. It's one gemstone, but those are obviously two pictures. What's that first one? What does that look like to you?
it's the same gemstone. It's not like varieties of.
No, it's one gemstone that you'll get. We'll bring it to you in a strand. Almost combine those two gemstones and it makes what we're going for. You get me? What are you getting? Mouth? Do you know? Deb, have you got it now? I'm not moving on until someone gets this. Go on, mouth.
No, you wouldn't have
No.
a strand of that. No.
She's just answered her own question. What's that first one? It's a stereotypical red colour for... Yeah. And then that final one is an example of a family of the gemstones, but you get them together. Right, Deb's got it. Deb's clicked.
Got it.
You got it. How would you describe the last one? Now you know what it is, give a clue, because I'm finding it hard to give a clue.
I don't know. I'll have to have a think.
It rhymes with one of Ben's favourite songs.
Well, we don't know what Ben's favourite songs are.
You obviously don't watch Designer Inspiration enough, Deb, because people at home now...
I have to do it on Tinternet.
Tinterweb. Yeah, you can still listen through the internet. Ben's favourite song, he comes out and sings sometimes, doesn't he?
He
Afternoon
sings all
Delight.
sorts though, doesn't he?
Afternoon Delight.
Oh, yes, that's quite a good clue.
That's quite a good one, because it'd fit
Yeah,
into that.
it'd fit.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
Do you
would.
know what it is? Go on. This is your clue. That's your clue. So don't think like the last one as they all equal a picture. It's not like that. Red green. Oh, it's red green. That famous gemstone, red green. There you are. That's your third one. Write it down. Write
That's
it down.
difficult.
I'm coming back over. Do you know what's the tricky one? Well, the first
Yeah.
one, the first picture is actually the first word. That first picture you've got is the first word. That archetypal red
That's true.
is the red, and that's what it is. It's a picture of that. You've got it. Do you know it? It's one gemstone. When we have it, it's green and red when we have it.
Together.
Together.
Better together. That's what it is. Is that a song?
I don't know.
It might be an advert. Whoops. Excuse me.
Anyway, we got to the point where
We got to the
stamped
point.
and we were hammering all these textures in, weren't we?
Yep. So what I did was hit it with the hammer.
Yeah.
The
Ball end.
The ball end. Yep. And also flipped it over and hit it from the other side.
Fab.
And you'll see that what that does, it gives you a couple of different textures then, and it also gives you a couple of different. Well, it gives you a couple of different textures for your dies to adhere to.
Okay.
And then when you take the dye off once it's all sealed by sanding it, you get different effects.
This bundle's at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget you've got the equivalent of enough to make up 1.5 litres of dye. You got your beautiful bicones in the gunmetal, genuine pearls, and you got the chain as well.
You got the chain. I didn't use the chain. I was going to, but I decided it distracted the eye too much from the design and from the pearls.
Okay, so you just got chain bonus. Nice one.
Yep, but I love that chain.
Great.
Really nice. So I've mixed up the
dyes,
the blue dye and the green dye, but I didn't mix up the full quantity, so I've still got dye left in my packet.
And did you get the special water?
Nope. Just use normal water.
Okay, cool.
And it works perfectly.
Yeah, good.
Well, so this is probably why I ended up with dye all over me, is because I don't do it as you're supposed to do it. So
we like that anyway.
Yeah, I'll do it differently.
That's all
So
right.
I've got blue dye in that one, I've got my green dye in that one, and I've got purple dye that's not been mixed up at all, it's still in powder form.
Okay.
Careful. So what I've got is a paintbrush, and then I'm just going to apply it to my sheet.
Look at that, like sapphire blue, isn't it?
So
you actually just painted this on. I've seen it dipped before. It's nice to see it painted.
just paint it on, and it's almost like a watercolour, the way it the colours mix in together. So what I did was put a layer of my colours on, and then I got some of the purple on a wet brush.
I've never seen this done before.
So
Stabbed on?
Yep. So you've got a massively strong colour on the end of your brush now.
Yeah,
because it's concentrated dye. Don't get it on any white surfaces or anything at home. But then you can actually follow the lines.
Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to risk this for a chocolate biscuit. Can you see how intense that purple is now? That's it, stay. Look at that. That's fab.
So that's how I got the really deep, intense colours. I think on the butterfly, actually, I've got really intense purples on there.
Oh, you got some gorgeous
But
colours.
it's just wash my brush off then, and then you can go back in with
The butterfly.
I've got some intense purples around the edge.
Yeah.
And I used exactly the same technique to put some of the intense green dye into the eye bits on the butterfly wing. So I mean, you could write names with it, you could do all sorts using the paintbrush. But that's
What a great technique, I love that.
That's how I've done that. So
Fab.
then you need to leave it to dry and then flip it over, wearing your gloves or using tweezers. Flip it over and leave, do exactly the same on the other side, because you will see from different angles, you might catch the back of your necklace and see it.
I'm going to show you the back.
So we've got really intense colour on the back because I've not rubbed that back. But what happens is when you're using a really fine wet and dry paper on your aluminium, you're buffing it up, polishing at the same time as you're taking dye off.
Fab.
So once that's dried, you can see actually, if you have a look, you see where I did the number 8s round here?
Yeah.
You can see how the purple dye has sunk into the hollows that were made. So I'm going to get really intense colour in those shapes.
Which is great if you do want to stamp, say, names in or words of a poem, or if you're giving it as maybe, you know, a wedding gift to someone, the words of their wedding, because it will pull in and make it more obvious, won't it?
So
if that's the look you want to go for.
Yeah, you can then retain your writing. It really pops out.
Yeah.
So I'd leave that to dry.
How long?
Well, yesterday when I was playing, it was drying really quickly in the conservatory, 10 minutes and it was dry.
Brilliant.
if you worried that you've put too much dye on and you don't want it that dark, you can use tissue paper or something and just take some off.
Great.
And also that can give you some really nice effects as well, and patterns. So it looks like watercolour painting.
Fab. Love this.
Okay.
It looks a bit like when people spill like petrol on the floor accidentally at the
with all
petrol
the
station.
different colours and
cool.
yeah. So that's that. And then what I've got then is a sheet of aluminium with all my texture in there. Cheers, my dear.
It's all right.
You're like a little walking dictionary. We've got all the words in there.
Texture.
Texture.
Just showing off. Oh, I love that word. Onomatopoeia. It's good, that, isn't it? Onomatopoeia.
So,
what's your favourite word, Pete? Pip. Why do I call everyone Pete? I did it yesterday. Hippopotamus. That's cute.
I like tractor.
Do you?
Yeah.
You like a tractor?
I don't like them because I always. If you say it a lot, if you say it a lot of times.
Tractor. Yeah, what?
Maybe it's just me and my brother. We thought it was hilarious. It does sound better if you say it a few more times.
Tractor.
Okay, that's enough. It's like having a 5-year-old here, honestly. This is dry.
Yeah, that's a dried one. Dried it in the conservatory.
So I've dried it off. I've put it into a steamer on the cooker for 45 minutes.
So you can just do that kind of bain marie almost style with a rack on top, or if you've got a veggie steamer, that type of thing.
I used a bamboo steamer.
Yes, a steamer on top of a pan, fab.
And just on top of the pan. 45 minutes and then it's ready to go. So I've got fine wet and dry paper here that I'm going to use to take off some of the dyes. So I'm going to make a right mess.
Great.
Okay. So you just get like that and rub it with your sanding, and you start to get your textures coming through. So what you can do, and what I did on the angel wings, was I worked at one end quite heavily to take off a lot of the dye, and it graduates then down to the end near the heart that's got a lot more of the colour on.
Get you.
So.
Oh yeah, it's giving it. Well, I'll let you carry on filing and polishing that off whilst you're doing it. Just because I've got some other dyes for you here. Oh, I've got a question in.
Oh, nice.
These ones. Hi girls. Hi Karen. I've never used the aluminium. What should I cut it with, and how easy is it to cut? And does it need sealing after the dye is put on? Thanks. Hey Karen, you're right, hon.
It's really easy to work with. You can, if you're doing straight shapes, then you can just use like the tin snip type cutters. But if I'm doing anything shaped like this, then use saw. So the frame saw and the blades that Jewellery Maker sell are absolutely perfect. What you need to do is use a finer saw blade on the aluminium because it's a finer material than Perspex. So you use the chunkier saw blades
for the chunkier things.
For the chunkier things.
If you've got those tin snips that we have, then that works as well. That is really easy to get to do, and you don't have to seal it.
No, because
once it's dry,
once it's dry and you've steamed it for 45 minutes, that fixes the colour into the metal.
So no additional costs on covering or anything like that?
No, you can wax it, which gives a really nice shine.
Ooh, if you want to. Thank you very much for that, Karen. I've got your dye duo here, so this is for an alternate colourway on this piece. Oh, dye trio. You've got your fiery red, your golden orange, and this beautiful blue that you have here today. Again, each one making up the equivalent of 0.5 litres, so that's 1.5 litres here you've got in total. Your price for all three It's just £12.95 for you today. GLGC 95, and you don't just have to use it on aluminium, do you?
No, no, you can sari silk you can use with this.
Nice, love that idea actually.
Yeah, so I mean if you wanted to, you can make an aluminium bead and shape it and dye it up, and then dye some silk as well to tie in, keep all your colours.
Really, really good. I love the idea of that. This is yours today for just £12.95. Get your 3 colours, your fiery red, your golden orange, and that beautiful blue today. £12.95.
Okay.
I have got your aluminium sheets coming up in a wee while as well. Apparently someone got that third one right, but they've messaged in. What was that lady's name? Cam. Pam. Pam, where's Pam from? Doesn't say. Pam got it right. Pam, you got that right. We have had a question about it. What's the answer to question 3? Just one word? No, it is 2 words. And it's a picture of the 2 things, essentially. So the first one is what? Duh, isn't it? It's got 2 syllables. Hey, that'll help. The first word has got 2 syllables, duh, and then the third one, duh, has 3. So the first word has 2 syllables, and then the third one, no, it's not ruby emerald. It's one gemstone that you'll get. We sell it here on Jewellery Maker quite now and again if you're lucky. Okay, guess the gemstone for you. Fabulous.
Okay, we've got 2 wings made up now.
Lovely.
So if you just talk you through the texture, if you hit it from behind with your ball hammer,
yeah,
that's what gives you the really raised sections that come up really light.
Cool.
So you can almost draw using your hammer and your textures. And if you hit it from the front, it creates the dark dots of colour.
I get you.
Because that gives you a pool for the dye to sink into. And when you're sanding it off, you're not going into the
grooves.
Yep. So that's how you can actually then learn to control where your colours go and where your dots go and everything like that.
Love it.
Okay.
We have had loads of people texting in about the competition. You're texting your individual answers. Hold your horses, just write them down, and we'll prompt you to text in all 4 answers at once. And I will recap, because we've had messaging, people saying we've had storms and it keeps cutting out and stuff like that. I hope everyone's okay. But we will get in touch with you. We will let you know before the end. We'll recap all of them. I hope everyone's okay. Ben's scared of thunder. Tell you what, Chester, Monday, Tuesday, the thunder and lightning was like I've never seen before. Genuinely, proper bolts in the sky. Proper
I
bolts.
love it.
About 5 seconds apart. There was so much. It was like bonfire night. It was crazy.
It's really wild, isn't it?
It's wild, yeah. So I hope you're all tucked up safe inside. I hope you've got a blanket on. I quite like being inside when it's raining and thundery and stormy. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Just snuggle up, get yourself a hot chocolate or something.
I like a bath when it's raining.
Do you? I know you can't see it then.
I've got a window in the bathroom.
Have you?
Yeah.
Ben's just said you shouldn't have a bath when it's thundering.
Why?
I don't know.
You can't play golf if it's thundering, can you? Thunder and lightning, because that's dangerous.
Okay, yep, good.
I think you're allowed to have a bath.
There is, that's my favourite ice cream, you know.
What?
Thunder and lightning.
I've never heard of it.
I think it's a northern thing, like proper northern. I think it's a Cumbrian thing. It's really nice. I'll get you some.
Do you know, I'm not having a good day today.
You are, you're having a fab day. She may or may not have put the holes in wrong, because this is quite obviously meant to be like that. No, it's not.
I've textured the wrong side.
You textured the wrong side.
I'm having a bad day. No! It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I've got it now. Look. I had one upside down. Honestly.
Right, cool, you've got it.
Yay!
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Oh dear. So, we've got our wings.
I think you might have to open that wine in a minute, Pip. Right, beautiful. You've got it all together.
We've got our wings. What I've done is actually the right thing. I've put a hole at either end of the wings. Okay, so that's where you attach your, it's actually the 0.8 wire to go around the neck, and I've just covered that with the gizmo coils and used the gunmetal beads as spacers. So they attach here, but we need to join the two wings together. So I've got two holes on each wing. There, that one on that wing is a bit close to the bottom.
Yes.
But it's just about okay.
Fab.
So you line them up, and then just using a small amount of your wire, you can basically stitch the two pieces together. Okay.
So this is with the wire that was in the kit?
So with the wire in the kit, yep.
Just 0.8.
It just feeds through the holes. It takes a bit of wiggling to get it through the second one, but it will go. And then just use your flat nose pliers
to shimmy it through.
Just give it a bit of a wiggle and it will come through. And then on the back, I turned some loops just to neaten it up and finish it off there. So then on the front, we've got the silver coloured wire wings coming along, just to add a bit of detail onto the front. I mean, you don't have to have those if you don't want to. You could just leave it at the aluminium, which would be quite nice as well. So got that. Okay, so it's got a bit of flex in it.
Bit of movement.
Yep.
Oh yeah, flapping.
Flapping, yeah. Fly off your neck if you're not careful. Taking 3 pieces of wire that were about 14.5 centimetres long.
Yeah.
Moving on. 14.5 centimetres long of your 0.8. I formed it into a heart shape.
Oh, that's cute.
And then...
Wait, how have they stayed on?
Glue. I had to ream the pearls on one end because they were just a bit too tight. Some of them fitted, but not enough.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I reamed them and then just used the jewellery cement that we've got.
Clever, very clever.
Just
Reamed on just one side, that's fab.
Yep, and left them overnight to dry.
Cracking.
Okay, so that then gives you 5 spikes sticking up.
Love it.
And one of the ends wraps around to secure everything together.
Onto it. Yeah.
Okay, and then the way you attach that, once you've wrapped your pearls around the outside, this is a cheat that isn't in the kit. I used some 0.4 wire just to wrap the pearls on around the outside of the heart.
Fab.
Okay, and then using the 0.4 again, I then stitched on through the holes that we'd made to connect the two wings together, and I stitched the heart on at the bottom there.
Okay, got you. I've got some more of the aluminium shapes coming up for you now. We'll just squeeze it in right now because we've had more messages saying, oh, how do you create these? Because you're talking about how you've shaped these with this, haven't you?
Yes, yep.
So this is the large sheet that you've got here. This is what we've used to create these 3. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, but I've still got 2/3 of it left.
Wow. So you've still got like this much here left. Even after you've made those 3 pieces. Yeah. That's a stunner, isn't it? Isn't that wonderful? This is your A5 sheet of your satin unsealed aluminium sheet. You've created these 3 and we've only used 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
The price today is not going to be £14.95. We're doing you a cheeky discount on this today. your price. I've only got 38 of these in stock. Once it's gone 38 at £9.95.
No.
If there is any left of this, I am genuinely getting myself some of this tonight.
Me too.
110%. At £9.95, I can't buy this at staff cost at that price. £9.95 for you today. This is an exceptional deal, but I've got 38 and that is it. Once it's gone, it's gone. Do you know what? If you've never tried this before, get yourself this sheet.
Yeah.
At that price, it doesn't matter if you mess up the first of 6 or 7 attempts, really, does it, at that price?
But it's actually really simple.
It is really easy.
The more you think about it, the scarier it gets, if you like. And,
Yeah.
and I'll just show you how easy it is to form. Actually,
So
I'll
this is
use
how you can
those.
manipulate it to create all those beautiful shapes.
So using my hammer,
Yeah.
use the handle, put my thumb on one end of the wing, and then just bend.
Easy as that.
So
Simple.
it's really easy, and you can use sort of all sorts as a former, a mandrel. There's no real pressure being applied. It's really easy, and I've got arthritis in my thumbs, so I can't apply masses of pressure with my thumb because
But you can still shape
yeah,
it. It's fabulous.
it still shapes.
Brilliant. So you've done that. You've shaped it. Got loads of these going out at the bar in my last chance saloon. Once this is gone, it's gone. It's not just on the show. This is full stop. What we've got in at the moment, £9.95. Saving yourself a fiver, pretty much.
That's brilliant because you'll get so much jewellery out
It's
of
amazing,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Truly is.
really good.
Really
I'll talk you quickly through the wings section because I know we're running out of time, aren't we?
You're
So-
all right. You've got about
Am I?
4 minutes.
I'm all right. Yeah. Okay. So I've made.
2.5 minutes, Ben says. No, 4.
What a meaning!
4
Just because I
minutes.
haven't heard him singing "Afternoon Delight."
I know. He's upset.
It's
He'll come in and sing it for you in the break.
okay. That's good. Using 0.4 or using the tails on your wings that I've not even shown you how to make. It's basically just folded metal
Yep.
wire. So you measure your wing before you bend it and work out how long you need each
One to be.
section to be. Okay, bend it backwards and forwards. Temporary attachment of some wire just to hold it in place, and then what you need to do is wind it. So moving your pearls out the way, you need to wind it onto your heart using these tails here. Okay, so it's really quite simple to do. Let me get that out the way.
It's a good design, I like that.
Okay, so it attaches really easily. Use your flat nose pliers just to pull it and just twist it around and through into the next loop. And then where you've stitched this on to the heart, you cover that up with your pearls.
Yep.
Okay. So you do that for both sides, and then what I did once I'd got both wings on,
Yeah.
okay, I stitched my heart onto my wings. At that point, that's when I bend the whole thing
To create.
to create the wing shape.
shape.
Okay, and I need to just bend the ends back because otherwise they're going to stick into your neck.
So it sits nicely.
Yeah. So we've got that now. The other wing on here,
Same, yeah.
and then work round the neckline. And then all I did for the hanging bead at the bottom was taking one of the gunmetal spacers, bicones, boingy boingies,
Boingy, boingy.
turned a loop in a length of 0.6 wire. Okay, and then that feeds through, and you can make another loop at the other end, and almost disappears completely
actually,
into
yeah.
your spring shape.
That's fab.
So,
And then you just open it.
and then, yep, open your loop and just attach it onto the bottom of your heart.
Fab. Absolutely wonderful. What a gorgeous
I've had so much
piece.
fun with this. I love
Have
aluminium.
you? If someone's never tried aluminium
Yep.
before, would you suggest giving a go?
I definitely would, because it's one of the softer, easier metals to work with.
Yeah.
So, and it's just so much fun because you can create so many colours with it.
Yeah.
And it's light, so you can create either small pieces or big pieces, and it's just
You can go
just
wild
go
with
mad
it.
with it. Yeah.
Deb, you're an absolute love. We still haven't set you a challenge.
I'm going to end up with 10
We're
minutes.
going to do it in the break. Join us after the break for the shortest challenge ever, and we're going to have the final question and your chance to enter the biggest prize ever competition. I'll see you after this.
What life gives, we will take and make yellow flowers. Holy Mother says, take your burden down to my soil. Now we'll make yellow flowers for you.
Tune in to Jewellery Maker on the 27th and 28th of May for our mega clearance hours. Don't miss out on amazing deals, end-of-line offers, last in stock and some crazy low prices. Our clearance hours are from 11 to 12 p.m, 4 to 5 p.m and 7 to 8 p.m. Everything must go, miss it and you'll miss out.
Welcome to Design Inspiration. My name is Becky. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. We have lovely Deb Rudge with us today. She thought she was going to miss out on a challenge. She was wrong. We've squeezed one in. Have a little look. This is going to be your challenge, Deb.
1 hour.
Well, let's be honest. 50 minutes, in fact, you've got. To create something beautiful with these today. Take a little look at these two. As a pair, aren't they just fantastic?
They are. Really love the shapes. Working together with those the rough nuggets. I love them.
What is it about rough nuggets that you like?
The light reacts in a different way.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. And
Works totally differently.
yeah, I like the natural feel of them.
It's pretty, isn't it? So, Do you know what? I've got colour play in here as well, actually. That's really beautiful. Sunshine Drops. Oh, what a beautiful name, even if it's not very sunshiny outside today. You've got on here 70 carats worth of the lemon quartz. That lemon is beautiful, isn't it? It's got subtlety to it, definitely, but you can most certainly see it in here. It just... Do you know what? I was just thinking then, oh, I haven't had lemon drops in ages. And then my mind sort of went, what's a lemon drop? Is that like a pear drop? And then I remembered that I'm here. Sherbet lemon, that is what I meant. Thank you for answering that. This has got just a real light kiss of colour. It's really, really gentle, delicate tone. But I love that when you match it with the citrine, it just pops that colour out.
Yeah.
You've got the graduated drops in the medium nuggets of the citrine, and this is 150 carats worth. Look at the length of this, but also look at the variety. Oh wow, that one's like amber. Oh, isn't that one? Look at that, it's like amber. It's got like captivated nature within there. That's stunning, I adore that. And then as you're looking along, it's so beautiful. This is your Sunshine Drop. So you've got citrine, the happy gemstone. You've got beautiful lemon quartz in here as well. I think you've got a bit of something for everyone here, haven't you? People adore the colour yellow because it is happy, it is sunshine, isn't it? But I think this has got something for everyone, because even if you're not into, you know, your stylised drops, then you've got the nuggets here to add a little bit of organic twist and a bit of organic nature to your designs. You're gonna like the price? Of course. This is Jewellery Maker. £6.95.
Silly, isn't it?
For 2 strands. 3 words to describe this, Deb Rudge.
Compelling.
Good.
Pretty. So it's actually quite spring-like.
Okay, that's more than 3
words.
Compelling, pretty, and
spring. Easter. I know we're past that now.
I like it. Beautiful,
Easter,
festive.
It's got a retro feel. Yeah, that'll do then.
£6.95. So that means you're getting each strand of your genuine citrine and your genuine lemon quartz for like £3.30 something.
Marmalade. Instead of spring, can I substitute marmalade, please?
Yeah, go on.
Marmalade.
Okay. So let's recap. Beautiful. What else?
I don't know if that was one of them.
Okay, go on. What were your 3 then?
I don't know. Compelling, pretty, and marmalade.
Brilliant. Compelling, pretty marmalade. Sunshine Drops. Not only do you get these beautiful, compelling marmalade pieces, but you're also going to get Deb's beautiful inspiration. You've got loads of time to whip us up something really, really fab. You're right there, Deb.
Marmalade. That is marmalade.
No, that's citrine.
It's really marmalade-y. That's what did it, that one. Sorry. Shall I just get making? It's absolutely amazing though. Thanks, Pip. Happy with this. There's something in the air.
We'll be joining Deb with her clothes on in probably about 45 minutes.
With my clothes on? I can't hear what they're saying.
We all thought you said naked. Oh, that one better get naked.
No. It might be raining, but I'm not going to strip off and have a bath.
£6.95 is an absolute deal and a half. And we'll be having a look at Naked Deb's designs later on. Sunshine drops. If that hasn't put a bit of sunshine into your day, I don't know what will at that price. I really do with doing my makeup again. £6.95 for you today. BRGC85 for you today. £6.95. We'll have a little look at what lovely Deb's made with those momentarily. Where are we going, Pip? Oh, wowzers. Give me the sizing. Is it these light lavender? Is it the rounds? Is it the rounds? Round? What's the size? No way. What's the price on these? I've got 4 strands on here. No, wait, what? No, have I got the wrong strand here? Genuinely, is it this one? Are you talking about this one? Please bear with me. Have a little look. This one? This one, yeah, so this is, right, so it is this one. Have a little look at these. These are your Lilac Mists Baroque style pearls. Wow, they are so pretty. I can't get over the price of these ones. We've brought you so many beautiful pearls today in our pearl showcase that you will be able to add so much elegance to the collection. Sorry, it's really hot in here. It just sort of slipped out my fingers. I've already brought to you the pink, which goes beautifully, the white, which goes effortlessly well. I've brought you the champagne too, which again, it goes beautifully. And I've brought you the purple too. You know what this is? Do you? It is Coco Chanel's idea of a dream. I said to you, don't I? Coco Chanel used to work in 5s, so she'd wear things like 5 strands of pearls. Whenever she did fashion shows, she'd do 5 collections, and she'd always release those on the 5th of the month. She would have 5 main models in each of the sections as well, and of course her perfume, Chanel number 5. It was such a lucky number for her, and this could be your lucky number 5 strand in our pearl showcase today. It's super lucky. Think about the number 5. Here's your price today. £5.95 for you. DEPO88 is the code on this today. £5.95. Lilac Mist Baroque pearls. What would you think of doing with these, Deb?
Actually, a cluster ring. Ooh. With those for some reason. They're yeah.
Obviously clustered, but
yes, that'd be really nice.
Beautiful, actually, wouldn't it?
Like a big cluster of ring, the pearl in a ring, maybe with just one accent stone in. Do you know those black spinel that you had earlier? Because
these little beauties.
Yeah,
I can't go over the price of this spinel.
No, that was really silly. But yeah, one of the black spinel, and then a cluster.
This double-sided spinel that we had.
Yeah, nice. A cluster of the pearls in a ring, because they're a really pretty, delicate colour, and I'd like them contrasting against something really strong and deep in colour.
I love that idea. 14 left though. Got to be quick then. 12 left. I started off, I'll be honest with you, I started off just over 50. I've got 11 left now though. £5.95. Funny, you started off with 50. Lucky number again. 10 left. Tiny amount of my stock left on this. I mean, single figures. Stay on the phone. I'm going to move on because everyone who's on the phone with it in your baskets, we've sold out essentially. If you stay where you are on the phone, stay there. You're going to get it because you're getting a cracking deal with that, let's be honest. Right, are these the rounds that we're going for now? Oh, the little purple ones, okay. Ah, let's go for the cashew. Look how gorgeous these go together. This is the strand I'm going to do for you right now. Same size and shape pretty much as the ones you got in the kits, but also as the ones I sold to you earlier on. How fab do they go? But then, what about my favourite strand of pearls ever? The cashew purple. Don't they go stupidly well together? Isn't that pretty? I adore this strand. This shape's lovely as well because it is the Baroque style, so it has that flat bottom. So it just rests against the skin so elegantly. And it means that there's a little bit of movement, but there's Excuse you, Ed. Ed, what are you up to, mate?
Getting the drawers.
Oh no!
Isn't there? Purple. What are you doing, Ed? You just went going in the drawers. He's having a little nosy. Ooh. These are your purple cultured Baroque pearls. They are 7x5 mil. FTPO02 is the code on these. Really gorgeous effect with that pearlescence. Again, the price is a stunner. Yep, £3.95 again. So you're matching the price of these ones. If you got the kit earlier, you're going to have 3 of these strands, same sort of shape, same sort of size, coming to you. Totally different colour palette, totally different colour range. Even just look at these. Look at that. How lush is that? £3.95 is the price on this today. What an absolute love. What's up, Deb?
The trolley's broken now. I didn't even touch it, Becky, honest.
You just broken the trolley?
No, somebody's tried to mend it in the past because it's got green tape on it as well.
So what have you done? Just kicked a leg off the trolley? Oh, look at that.
Oh, wreckage. You're showing the wreckage now. And Ed's laying traps for me, leaving drawers for me to trip over. Honestly.
If you've enjoyed seeing Deb today, let's face it, fall apart on numerous levels today.
Yeah, many times throughout the show.
Then guess what? You've got us both again on Monday. Good luck. Guess what? Sold out. Told you these were going. Question number 4. This is your last question. This is the slide. This is the slide. This is the name of the competition. If you've just tuned in now, you have missed the clues. I'm not going to do any more clues again until this last one. It's kind of a way of being like, for all the people who have been there throughout the whole of the show, you've had the clues. Thank you very much for tuning in for the whole show, and you've had the extra clues. We will recap on them all in a moment. This is the title of your competition if you've just tuned in. Possibly and probably the biggest stash topper upper competition on Jewellery Maker you or anyone else has ever seen. Competition. You have the chance of winning the portfolio pack today that has in it the bead roller, the Sculpey clay, glitters, stamps, stencils, cords, tools that we don't even have in stock, pieces that you've never even seen, we've never even sold before, memory wire and polishing cloths for your metal all in there. This is your 4th question. I will recap in a minute, but this is your 4th question. Guess the jewellery technique. Deb, have a look at this.
Jewellery
technique. Have a little look. It's one word. It's a jewellery technique. 3 syllables. A jewellery technique we do here on Jewellery Maker. You got a clue? No?
No. I just keep going R and then
Okay. You've got a bit of it right. Let's have another look at it. It's a technique. There is 3 syllables within it. It's a jewellery technique that we do here on the channel. Ah!
Has
Good
Glenn
job.
got it again?
Well, have you
Has
got
Glenn
it?
got it again?
Glenn, have you got it? Yeah, Glenn's got it.
Oh, sorry. Do I do it?
Well, yeah,
Can I
I've
do
seen
it?
you do it before. Yeah. There are loads of you at home who have got this, so do not worry. Now is your time to start messaging in. I'm going to recap them all in a moment. I will recap them in order for you. This is the last one. I'll recap them in order. Now, what you've got to do is send in the 4 answers. So the easiest way that you can do this is just put a number 1, a dot, first answer, number 2, a dot, the second answer, and so on and so forth. You can text in, 60777 is our text, or you can message in on JewelleryMaker.com. Add your customer number. I cannot say how important that is. We will not pick one that hasn't got a customer number on it, because essentially if we've not got your customer number, we don't know where you live, so we can't send you the price. It's as simple as that. So we're going to recap them all. To say thank you to everybody who's been watching throughout the show, I'm not going to give any extra clues, you're just going to see them. So if you've only just tuned in, you're at a bit of a disadvantage, but you might still get it. These are your 4 clues. Now's your time to message in. I will be announcing the winner in moments. This is question 1. This is guess Becky's favourite film. It is 2 words. You can see the gap there. So that's my favourite film. Number 2 is a 2. This is Pip's favourite film. If you get the first 2, you'll probably get the third one. That is 1 word there, his favourite film. Number 3 is a gemstone. Guess the gemstone. We sell it on Jewellery Maker. It's 2 words. Guess the gemstone that we sell on Jewellery Maker. And then the 4th, guess the jewellery technique. That is 1 word again. So, message us in. 60777. Start your text with JM Studio. Just write 1 dot and then your answer, 2 dots and then your answer, or whatever way you want to do it, just so it's really obvious to us. JM Studio 60777 will pick one of you at random to win all of this. Possibly and probably the biggest stash topper upper a competition on Jewellery Maker you or anyone else has ever seen ever competition. There's a present for me. You brushed over this earlier. Hello, pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh no, 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 no. Price me, price me. Wait, what? No way. Oh my goodness, it's my favourite gemstone with the biggest amount of colour play. Just, oh, have a look for me. You're not going to be able to see this opalescence, I know that. Oh, you can a little bit, you can a little bit there. Wait. 1-4? Wait. Wait. Oh, well, that's in 15. No way! Deb, come here.
Are you sure? Might break something. Oh. Wow, that's on fire in your hand. That's amazing.
Ow! Have a look. Opal. I've never seen colour play like this in nuggets. Ever, 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 ever. Right, wait. Let's get this colour play. Can you see it?
Whoa, that's glowing with pinks, isn't it? And
The rarest colour of opalescence.
Yeah.
I need to get this.
Amazing.
I'm going to today.
Oh, you
What?
can't see any of the pinks on screen, but
No.
I would say that's the predominant colour there, the reds, the pinks, the peaches.
You can't see it. The reason is the lights in here are said to set the set on us. But also because there's so many different bits of layers of glass in the lenses. Every single layer, it
Filtering
dims
it
the
out.
colour, it
Yeah.
filters out a colour. So you can't. Genuinely, this is the only ever nugget opal that I can tell you I have got the pinhead colour play and opalescence in every single one. Not just one or two, not just a couple here and there, in every single one. I wish you could jump out of the TV now and get this. I wish that you could see this. If you trust me on my opals, because you know that it's my favourite gemstone, then you need to get yourself on the phone for this right now, because it is the best nugget strand I've ever seen. 60 carats worth of your Ethiopian opal today. BQCD97, that is the code on this. I wish you could see what I could see. Honestly, I can't. Every single one's got colour play. Every single one. Your price today is a stunner. £14.95 for all of that colour play. Isn't that spectacular?
It's lovely.
Do you
really
love it?
Nice opal, yeah.
Try and stand over a bit. Hang on, there's a little step here. Like this. Do you mean like get it in shadow? Hold it out. Like that. This is weird. How's that? Oh, little bit pink. Yeah, a little bit. Are you just trying to make me look like a Muppet on purpose, Bo? Let's be honest. Oh, you can see a little bit more, can't you now? A little bit more of the colour play there. That's not even close. That's because I'm blocking off the view of the lights. Gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, you want me now? Gosh, that is good. I nearly fell into that. It's like a pool of colour.
Sink into it, yeah.
£14.95. Hello, double buyers. Hello, everyone. I just adore this. £14.95. It really is just an exceptional strand for you. BQCD97. That is the code on this. You've got such an exceptional amount of colour play, and loads of you know it, because you know that if you can see that much through the camera, when you get home, you're going to adore it. £14.95. There's loads of you on the phone lines for this as well. Genuinely, just, I wish you could see the colour play. Can you get him a hand? Can you get him a hand cave? Does a hand cave work?
Hand cave.
Hand cave. Hand cave. Oh, it's a bit, that's all right. Hand cave. That was a wish.
Oh!
That's the step. I'm fine.
You see, there's something going on in this studio today.
I do not know what it is. It's the storm. Storms are meant to send people a little bit odd, aren't they?
They
Maybe
make
that's
the
what it
cats
is.
go mad.
It's my excuse. £14.95 is the most stunning strand of nugget opal with colour play pinheads I've ever seen. It's yours today for way less than 20 quid. I love it. £14.95. Treat yourself today to an exceptional strand with colour play. Got another deal for you now. Let's get a bit of a Pip's fave now, shall we? Turquoise. Why is it your favourite, Pips? I just look at it, he says. Just look at it. Okay. This is your turquoise. Now, this strand, you'll note, has no letters in brackets after it. That means that this is natural. This is totally natural turquoise. The rarity of that is almost unimaginable. Even this morning, you know, we were bringing to you the reconstituted, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It just means that it's put together and held together with resin. This isn't. This is just held together by Mother Nature in a sense. The colour tone is just spectacular. The body and the hue on this is just so substantial, isn't it? It truly is one of the rarest gems to get your hands on. A lot of the time you might see turquoise that's actually dyed howlite, but this isn't. This is genuine turquoise. And to have the name turquoise, it has to be the highest of quality to get that name. If it's not, then it doesn't get called turquoise. It has to already be the highest quality. What does turquoise make you think of, Deb?
It's definitely a summer gem. Sort of beachy and heat and beautiful blue oceans, and it's stunning colour in that.
Isn't it?
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's really special.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer gem for me.
What about you, Glenn? What does turquoise make you think of?
Reminds me of India.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
It reminds you of India. Kind of the heat as well. I can understand that. Pete, what does turquoise make you think of?
Like a swimming pool, like.
Like a swimming pool.
Don't know why.
The colour? Could it be?
Yeah.
Do you know what I love about all of those ideas? All of these are positive things, aren't they? All of these are lovely, warm, nice destinational almost visions that we've got in our head just by looking at this. 40 carats worth of this very Grecian goddess. Yeah, I can see that. Genuine turquoise rondelles from 4x2 to 9x5 mil. The price. Wow. Wowzers. Just £24.95. Natural turquoise. This is becoming a bigger and bigger rarity every single day. What I will let you know is that, I'll be straight up with you, I'll be honest with you, get used to seeing reconstituted turquoise, because we've just had, you know, quite a bit of different types brought into us because it is so hard to get your hands on turquoise. If you only want natural, then you're gonna have to be quick and get this now, because coming up in the coming months we have got the reconstituted, which is beautiful, and it's more affordable a lot of the time for a lot of people. But if you only want to work with natural, then this is your time to get it right here, right now at £24.95. ZRJN39 is the code on this today. Type that in online or call 0800 644 655 to add it to your order. Totally natural, beautiful, £24.95 for you on this today. Gorgeous. Gonna have to move on because there's so many people getting their hands on this currently. What am I up to now? Thank you, Pete. Oh, new to. This is great if you are new to Jewellery Maker. I've got some cords here for you. Even if you're into maybe your kumihimo, maybe into your macrame, you can use this hemp cord craziness. You have got your pack of 10 different colours and your pack of 4 neutrals. They're all, this is your 0.5 mil and this one's your 1 mil. You've got 10 yards of the 10 pack, you've got 9 metres worth on the 4. You have got such a variety of colours. Let me go through the colours. So obviously the neutrals you can see here. You've got your black, you've got your tan, you've got your cream, you've always got this sandy tone, which I absolutely adore. And then in here you've got your camel, you've got your orange, your black, you've got your rich blue, you've got your yellow, your white, you've also got in here that deep chocolatey brown, your really royal red, and your rich purple, and then you've also got the green in here as well. So a real array of colours. So in total you're going to be getting 14 different colours. The price is crazy. £5. Done. £5. There you go. Everyone's having it. In fact, this reminds me of one of our competition questions. Does it you? Yeah, that one. £5. Bless you. hemp, no, don't worry, hemp cord craziness, and that is crazy. Crazy. You could do that with this, couldn't you? Have we got a winner yet? Have we? No, not yet. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, people have got it right. People have got it messaging in. Right, get it. Loads of people have got it right, apparently, so congratulations if you have managed to get it all right. £5 for all of this. Can't say fairer than that, really, can you? We're going to give you another 5 minutes before we... Perfect for not... Oh, right, yeah, a little clue there. See what you did. We're going to give you about 5 minutes to carry on texting for those 4 answers, and then we're going to pick a winner at random. Let's get moving on. Moving. Nah. You can if you... Go on. Oh, he wasn't expecting me to move on, so he doesn't know. £5 for all of these. Hemp cord. We know what hemp cord is. Hemp cord's great because it's got that kind of friction texture to it, doesn't it?
So if you are knotting with it, it sticks where you put it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Sticks.
It does. So your knots don't move. And if you kumihimo in with it as well, because of the colours, you can get some absolutely amazing braid patterns going on.
You can do different effects, can't you?
Yeah.
Little hearts or stripes or...
Yeah.
£5 for all of these goodies. You've got 9 metres worth in this one, and then you've got 10 metres worth in this one. So you've got pretty much 20 metres, well, 19 metres all in all for all of these. £5 for 20 metres worth, 19 metres worth. Are you ready for something super special now? Now I'm going to tell you something about this. This gemstone is one of the rarest in the world. We already know that. Synonymous with the likes of Tiffany. A lot of you would tick your boxes now, you probably know exactly what it is. The gemstone I'm about to show you is by far one of the rarest in the world. Originally we thought it was about 1,000 times rarer than diamond. Now it looks like it's more like 2,000 rarer, and that is said to rise. I want to give you a little bit of news on the update of the mines, actually, because I was speaking to Steve the other day, because as you may know, we had a group of people going out a couple of weeks ago to have a little look at the mines and at pieces, and just keeping up to date really with all the miners and how our mines are getting on at the moment. And Steve Bennett, the CEO and founder and manager of the company, he's filled me in on a little bit of up-to-date news, which I'll share with you in a moment. But first, I really do want you to have a little look at it, because this is just spectacular. It is, of course, your Tanzanite. Now, we have numerous mines in Tanzania. If you're unsure, this is Steve, actually. You haven't seen Steve before. This is him. Let's have a little look at him. So this is him coming out from one of the mines. Now these mines are buried metres and metres and metres into the crust of the earth. Seriously deep down into the crust. It looks like we're about 800 metres into the crust of the earth, and that's what he's coming out of there at this moment in time. Now we have numerous mines out there. If you are new to Jewellery Maker, or you're new to seeing this gemstone, I'll let you know that this is one locational gemstone. This is only found in one location. It's at the foothills of Kilimanjaro. In those mines, we have an area that's around 16 kilometres in square shape, which has got the mines in, and those are the only mines that we can get this gemstone from. We haven't found it anywhere else in the world. Now we're 800 metres into the crust of the earth in a lot of these mines. Some of the mines have relatively recently just stopped getting any more out. Because of technology, we haven't got the technology to dig any deeper into the crust of the earth. But also in Tanzanite 1, which is the name of one of the mines, in Tanzanite 1 there's a gentleman who kind of owns that mine and looks after that mine, and his name's Monet, and he has not been able to find any Tanzanite. He has had a 0 output yield, 0, nothing. Not even a scrap, not even an unmentionable tiny piece in that entire mine since December. That is seriously intense, isn't it? It genuinely is absolutely, totally running out now. Tanzanite mine D hasn't found a serious amount since this time last year. This is currently in dire straits. Now, I know that we originally said to you, possibly when we first got this, it was a one-generational gemstone. It ended, thankfully, not to be. It has lasted a little bit longer. But genuinely now, we are getting to the point where we are unable to guarantee or even estimate the amount and how long we will be getting this one locational beautifully rare gemstone for. If Tanzanite 1, the mine, hasn't retrieved any Tanzanite since December, bear in mind these mines, you can see there, they're like a pit that go 800 meters into the crust of the earth. We've got people working on there, you know, all hours of day and night. If all of those people haven't uncovered a piece since December, that goes to let you know. And actually in Tanzanite D, the mine, as I said before, they've hardly found as much as they normally would since this time last year. Apparently it's gone down by about 70% in that one mine. I would say with this is an heirloom, 100% an heirloom, because if you make something out of this and give it, say, to your daughter or your granddaughter, it's the only way they'd ever be able to own it. It's the only way they would be able to own it, I'm sure. For example, okay, so obviously I don't have any children, but when I have a child, it will be unlikely that they would be able to purchase a Tanzanite when they were grown first-hand. It would always be second-hand or third generation. Yeah. This is a hand-me-down piece. This has got antiquity to it. It's an heirloom. That's the way you need to think of this. Don't think of it really as a gemstone, of course it is, but don't just think of it like this. This is an investment. This is a serious investment piece. 25 carats worth of your Tanzanite. Graduated plain rounds, your price is just £34.95 for a gemstone that, unless something random happens, you won't be able to purchase first hand in 10 years, maybe 15 years, who knows, genuinely, maybe even 4 years. It's really hard to say, it truly is. The fact that one of the largest mines in the Tanzania area is unable to find any more, that goes to show you, doesn't it? These are true experts working day and night, and since December they've found nothing. Just type in Tanzanite on your search engine. Tanzanite supply. Just type in, oh, in fact, type it in now. Type in Tanzanite supply. Type in at home. Go on, Pip, what are you getting? Tanzanite supply or quantity? Tanzanite supply. Geologists currently estimate that the world's only known source of Tanzanite would be depleted within 1 generation. Yeah. So that's kind of the setup for it, wasn't it? That's what they're saying for when we found Tanzanite. Have a little look at the stories and the facts behind it. The fact of the matter is, some of the Tanzanite mines haven't recovered any of this since, well, what, 6 months? 6 months. That is genuinely a very long time, isn't it?
It is. It's a long time to keep looking and looking and looking and not finding anything.
No. And if you think about it, it must be energy zapping, truly must. And then to come out with nothing again. It must be tricky, it really must be difficult. Now's your chance, right now. £34.95. Jig Z53 is the code on this. It's beautiful graduation from 3 to 6 mil, 16 centimetre strand. Tanzanite one, nothing for 6 months. 70% decrease in the amount people are getting in Tanzanite D. Makes all of this an heirloom, an investment, but at a really cracking price. £34.95 for you today, 25 carats. Get it whilst you can. £34.95, and you're going to get the beautiful box as well with it, which I know seems a bit silly, but it does just go to show you the quality that we're working with here, doesn't it? You've got your little opening here and then it just straps in. It's so pretty, really, really beautiful. So this is that for you today. I've now got, ooh. Wait, what? Why has my iolite got a venturescence in it? I love it. Look, this is iolite. Why is, look at this. Do you want to see the whole thing? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look at these. Can you see? Look at that.
I've never seen iolite do that.
But then look. Wait. This has got a beautiful rich tone in colour to these at the end, hasn't it? 150 carats worth of this iolite here that we have in the graduated faceted nuggets. They are from 10 by 7 to 27 by 17 mil. Look at that beautiful denim blue colour that we have on here. It's a 31 centimetre strand. Love this as a ring. What do you think? How beautiful is that? This isn't even the biggest piece, just to show you. Imagine that, it's like a faux prong set with your wire work. VNIM01, the price for all of this is just £14.95. That is amazing. Wow, I personally have never seen a venturescence in iolite. You can get it, I'm aware of that, I'm aware you can get a venturescence, but I personally have never seen it in this amount. They do use iolite to navigate, well they used to, in the Viking times, and then in more recent times, a gemologist who also was a pilot, true story, it sounds like I'm going to go on a rant, but it's true story. A gemologist who was also a pilot actually took out his little aircraft, decided to put it to the test, had a piece of iolite up in front of him and actually covered his compass to see whether or not he could have a safe journey just by using the pleocrism within here due to the light, and he could. So it does work. It's amazing that, isn't it, actually? £14.95, really beautiful strand of iolite, 150 carats worth for you. So what would you think of doing with this one?
Oh, it's amazing. The big one would have to be a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd make some long earrings on chain with a few of them, 3 on each ear.
Cute.
And I think I might use it with some of those pearls that you did earlier, like the silvery powdery grey ones, and mix it with those, because you've got the different shapes, you've got the different blues. Mix it maybe in like a rosary link necklace, something quite simple, so that you can see all of those gems because they're beautiful.
I love that. What a great idea. £14.95 for you on this today. What a cracking selection we've had. Competition, have we got time to squeeze one more in before the comp? And before we have a little look? Yeah, come on, let's squeeze one more in. On this side, Saf. Don't you love it when you work for a channel where you can just squeeze in a sapphire?
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, does it?
I'll just squeeze in a quick sapphire, shall I? Oh my goodness. If I said to you, for genuine blue sapphire, the most regal to me of all gemstones, synonymous with royalty the world over, if I said to you for this strand, £70.95, would you be happy? I personally, again, take it a step away from Jewellery Maker, would be for 50 carats worth. If I said £70.95 for this, if I said £17.95, you'd fall off your seat, wouldn't you? Your price today on this, it doesn't even need to be discussed realistically, it is £17.95. It's royal, it's regal, it is that Kate Middleton cashmere colour to it, hasn't it? That really deep, synonymous with sapphire blue. £17.95 for 50 carats worth. And they're faceted drops as well. These are just worked to perfection. They really are catching the light exceptionally well. From 9x6 to 15x11 mil, 50 carats worth of this sapphire. NTRU28. I don't think you really have to think too much about that, do you, realistically? You really, really do not. £17.95 for you today. It's seriously beautiful. Oh, hello beautiful. NTRU28. That's your code on this today. 50 carats worth you have here. Okay, let's have a little look at our competition, shall we? We've got a winner. Okay, so if you've only just tuned in, where have you been? This is the prize that you had the chance to win today. Have a little look for me. This is the prize. I'm giving you the answers and I'm announcing the winner. Nah. Have a little look. This is what you had the chance of winning. The portfolio bag with your bead maker, your Sculpey clay. You also had in there your memory wire, your polisher. You had here your glitters. You had your brand new finding piece you've never seen, tools. You had your stamps, your cord. All of these cords, including new ones you've never seen before. Stamps, I didn't even show you these. Look at these stamps that you're getting. Beautiful flower, you're getting the chickens, you've got your flower stencil, and you've got the, oh, how gorgeous are they? You're getting all of that, including the portfolio bag, as a gift. Now, the questions. Let's put you out of your misery. It's all falling out, I've got so much. Okay, let's have a little look at what the questions were, okay? So, I'll tell you what we've got here as the answers. Guess Becky's favourite film. A cow goes... Ooh, eerie. Like I was in the field then. So, what is it? It's Moulin Rouge. How good is that? Did you get it? Moulin Rouge, because I cut out the S. So that's number one. If you've got that right, you're one step closer. Number two. Guess Pip's favourite film. Now this was hard. Deb, did you get this?
Nope.
Okay, so what's the first one? The first one, that is a welcome
mat.
Yeah. Then what's the second picture?
Till.
A till, yeah. And if someone's a bit of a dunce, you might do. Say the first bit.
Mat till. Matilda.
Yes! Matilda! You get it. So that was the second one. If you got that right, you're halfway to winning. Could be chosen. Here's your third one. Guess the gemstone. Ruby and zoisite. It's ruby zoisites that you have on this picture.
I thought it was like a collection, a family of stones, and you were showing us different varieties of garnet.
I did say it's one gemstone.
I wasn't listening.
No, obviously not. Why does that not surprise me? So that is 3, and your fourth and final one today. It's a jewellery making technique. That's a macrame. Macrame. Did you get it, Deb?
No.
You didn't, did you? Deb's not winning.
No.
That's for sure. Moulin Rouge, we got that right. Tick. Matilda, tick. Ruby zoisite, tick. And macrame, you have got the chance of winning all of this. Drum roll, everyone, if we got a winner. Charlotte Charlotte in Yorkshire, you are the winner today. Congratulations, lovely lady. Charlotte in Yorkshire, this is winging its way to you. You got all of them right. We picked you totally at random. Thank you very much for getting involved. Can you believe you've got all of that?
How exciting.
Please, when you get it home, take pictures, put them up on Facebook, get them on my Facebook page, Rebecca Redican Presenter. Take a little picture of everything and put it on Facebook for us. Go on, please, Charlotte, that would be absolutely fab. £17.95. Congratulations. Now it's time, I suppose, to head on over to Deb and have a little look at how her 50-minute challenge went. We're going to go 50 minutes. Why not? We forgot is the honest answer. Hi, how are you?
I've done nothing really.
Oh, wow!
It's a super spiky ring, and I'm partway through making a soupy.
Do you know what that makes me think of? Marmalade. Have a little look. How gorgeous is this?
It's really mad.
How did you create this?
Three colours of wire. So I've got silver, copper, and chartreuse.
Okay.
And I made a really messy gizmo coil, which I find really difficult when I'm trying to do it.
Okay.
And I've made an even messier one that was going to be the start of a bangle that then had big spikes coming off on the side.
That looks funky.
How
cool is that? And that's just on memory wire?
Just on memory wire at the minute, yeah. And then I use some beading thread with the stones, and you can wrap the beading thread tightly around the coils, and the thread disappears into it, so you don't see it. So it's basically then tying the stones on.
Isn't that fab and funky? It's like a piece of modern art.
It is,
yeah. It really is.
I picked some really big,
I'd love that
chunky,
big on a headband.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
This was the collection that we gave to Deb to create these beautiful pieces. £6.95 for both strands. You add 150 carats worth of your citrine and 70 carats of your lemon quartz here. Two really, really lengthy strands that you have. There's such a mix of the gems in here. Real nice textures as well. Charlotte, you are the winner. Charlotte in Yorkshire! I just whipped it up for you. Charlotte in Yorkshire, you have won it today. If your name is Charlotte, you're in Yorkshire, you got all four of those right, then it's you. You won. We'll be getting in touch with you and we'll be sending all of that to you soon, so congratulations.
Amazing.
You are a love.
I'm sorry, I've been so away with the fairies today.
We haven't even noticed.
I think you have as well.
No, I'm blaming you, Deb. So, highlight of the day, please, Deb.
Highlight of the day. Not getting my challenge till 4:10.
That's good,
was
yeah.
pretty good.
That's a good one.
I like a bit of excitement in my day.
Bit of excitement.
Yeah.
Pip says, "All right, keep your clothes on."
I could, honestly. It sounded nothing like it.
It totally did, because I burst out laughing, the boys did, Glenn did, everyone in here did.
Right, I'm off now then.
If you have had an absolute whale of a time today, like me and Deb have, do you know what? You're in for a treat on Monday, because you've got us both again on Designer Inspiration. But the Designer Inspiration is going to be ever, ever so special. We're doing a live workshop again on Monday, which means it's your chance to message in any techniques you want to see, any tools you want to see being used, any ideas you want to be shown. That is your time to message us in. We'll have information going up about it on Facebook very, very soon, so do keep your eyes peeled. I'll put one on my Facebook page, Rebecca Redican Presenter. I'll put one on my page as well. So send in any of your ideas and comments, what you'd like to see Deb doing. We won't do your normal hour of making. We'll do, let's sell something. Let's come over here. Let's have a little look for you. Let's have a little see what you've got going on. That's how it is going to be on Monday. Fast, furious, and directed by you at home. So get those messages sent in. Keep your eyes peeled as well for that. You've been an absolute love.
Becky.
You're amazing. I've had so much fun. On The Late Show, stay tuned for some sophisticated Sapphire. Have a whale of a time this evening. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.